Saturday's slate as we get ready for college football here. College the Canyons hosting Orange Coast College here from Cougar Stadium. Hi, everybody. Alongside Jesse Munoz, I'm Matt Robinson. Glad to have you along with us. As always, here on the Cougar Sports Network, Canyons coming off their second win of the season last week, a tight 14-10 win over East LA on the road last week, Jesse. Orange Coast the opposite, their seventh loss of the season, scoring just 6 points and allowing 69 against number 2 ranked Golden West. So an interesting matchup here today. Two teams kind of going in opposite directions after last week.
Yeah, College of the Canyons able to come away, like you said, with that big road victory, Matt, in a game where yards were hard to come by. You look at Giselle Riley, the fourth, was able to get both of his touchdowns on the ground, and that was really the difference. Another strong defensive effort by the Cougars. A lot of names to throw out: Charles Milner, Judah Plett, Adam Geekins. A lot of activity on the defensive front, and I'd expect to see more of that here today. And for Orange Coast, rough seas for the Pirates. Some tough losses. They've been on the opposite end of some lopsided scores. That being said, any given Saturday, Matt, this is not a team that the Cougars can afford to look past. This is a team that's going to be coming in looking for their first victory and kind of leaving it all out on the field. So this should be a good one.
Talk about not looking past teams. Of course, the National Central, right now a 3-team race. At the top, Golden West, Cerritos, and Fullerton. All undefeated, 4-0 in conference play. Golden West, the class of the league, the number 2 team in the state right now, 7-0 in conference play. Canyons will see them next week. Canyons solidly at number 2 at 2-2, 2-5 in this season as well. Still mathematically alive, which is wild considering how tough the season has been for them. But they would need some help. This Fullerton, Cerritos, Golden West will have to lose 2 of their last 3, and Canyons needs to win out, starting with today over Orange Coast.
Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head, Matt. The Cougars have dug themselves a little bit of a hole. So with that being said, it's essential that they come in today and TCB, take care of business. You cannot afford to look past this team and look ahead to Golden West. And week in and week out now, it's been that mantra for head coach Ted Eisen to get back in the facility, get back to work. Let's focus on the task at hand, and this week it's the Pirates. And you talk about OCC, again, every week, that's going to be the goal. You do not want to get blanked here. You're coming out, you're looking for that win, you're doing whatever you have to do to find a way. And so, again, they're looking to not shut out. Canyons is looking to get back to 500, both teams with tangible goals here.
For Canyons, the defense impressive once again last week against East Los Angeles, held the Huskies to just 288 total yards of offense, only 80 of those coming on the ground, adding 4 more sacks to their season total of 20, which is 5th in the 3C2. 10 different Cougars with sacks this season, led by Charles Milner, who has 3.5.
Yeah, Charles Milner, the Jersey Mike's Student Athlete of the Week award winner for last week's effort. And again, Matt, you talked about a lot of guys on this defense. Assistant coach Dan Corbett always has a strong defensive game plan, always has a lot of bodies he can throw out there and get the job done. Now, offensively, Matt, you're at the point of the season where you're going to emerge. Some guys are going to maybe get some opportunities that didn't before. You're going to see guys trying to get out there, get snaps, get on film. So I would not at all be surprised if we see some new faces start to emerge this week and somebody have one of those breakout games.
Yeah, you mentioned the offensive struggle last week against East LA, just 14 points, scored 20 points or less in 4 straight games for the Cougars. Only 172 total yards of offense last week, 115 of those yards on the ground against the Huskies. You'll need the ground attack, especially from Isaiah Rameau. Giselle Riley runs very well, and then Paul Camden has turned into a nice running back option as well.
Yeah, a lot of pieces out there for the Cougars, and again, I think we hit on this every week. It starts with the offensive line. If they can come in there and accomplish their goals, do what they need to do, the rest is going to flow from that. But essentially to get that run game going. And I think for Orange Coast, kind of a similar game plan that Canyons employed a few weeks ago, where you're trying to control the clock, you're trying to limit mistakes, and maybe put yourself in an opportunity to pounce on anything that the Cougars do, to try and keep yourselves in the ball game. But again, you see some of those numbers there, they're going to have their work cut out for them.
You jumped ahead a little bit. Rough seas for Orange Coast, totally fine. 40 points or more allowed in 6 games this season. They've allowed 60 or more points in 4 games. They've been held under 21 in every game. The only time they scored 20 points was week 1 against Allen Hancock. So it's really been rough sledding on both sides of the ball for Orange Coast. But again, any given week, you can beat anybody. For both these sides, we're almost ready to go for kickoff here. Teams are starting to come out on the field. We'll have the coin toss in just a few minutes. The opening kick when we come back. College the Canyons, Orange Coast College here from Cougar Stadium. We'll have it for you in just a few.
Number 44, Devon Kana, and number 28, Anthony Osorio.
You're good. Good job.
Hey, everybody. Back at Swingers in town.
Got $1 quarter with ya, swearing a clown.
Now don't let nobody play us cheap.
I got 50 cents more than I'm gonna keep. Let the good times roll.
Oh, you gotta let the good times roll. Come on now.
Call it love, 'cause Mackey's back in town. Look out on Mackey's, a fat cat swinger, baby.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Welcome back into Cougar Stadium as we get ready for college football here. Noon start time. Orange Coast and College of the Canyons. The Cougars won the toss and deferred. They will kick off. So Orange Coast will receive the football to start as we're here ready to go. Matt Robinson and Jesse Munoz. Kickoff by Dylan Gomez. Taken back at about the 5-yard line by Orange Coast. They'll cut it up outside the hash on the near side. And Copana was able to bring it up to about the 26-yard line, and that's where Orange Coast will take over. We'll see the offense for Orange Coast for the first time here today, Jesse. Keanu Vasquez and Sonny Tierney will likely split the duties at quarterback for Orange Coast today. It's a question of who will get the start. Looks like it is Keanu Vasquez. 73 for 134, 604 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, along of 36 this season. We both got to switch our glasses. Both of us have our sunglasses on. Can't see the screens in front of us.
Ready to go now. Settled in. Eyewear is in check. Here we go.
As Orange Coast in a shotgun set to start here is Vasquez. Oh, excuse me, it's actually not Vasquez. It's someone wearing number 13. Let me try and figure out who that is for Orange Coast. Oh, it is Keanu Vasquez. I just have the number in there wrong for some reason. So I am correct. It is Keanu Vasquez as the starter. So we'll go on 2nd down and 8 here. Error by me on my book, so we'll figure it out from there. Jesse is, again, a handoff for Orange Coast. Right up the middle this time for Anthony Osorio. He's able to bring it ahead for a few yards, but not enough for a first down.
Matt, Orange Coast quickly going to the run game like we talked about in the intro. Likely trying to control the clock here, dictate a pace for their offense, and see how things go from there. Big 3rd down upcoming.
So we'll go 3rd down and 6. Orange Coast behind the chains a little bit here on their first drive of the ball game, but controlling the clock as we kind of expected here. A couple of runs to start. Vasquez claps his hands. Now we'll look around. 4 wide for Orange Coast. They'll give again. Osorio wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Coming in from behind to make the tackle, I believe might have been Judah Plett. And that'll bring up 4th down here for Orange Coast.
Yeah, Judah Plett there up on the end. Kind of shot the gap and forced that one the other direction. And nice job for the Cougars getting off the field here early on 3rd down.
So Orange Coast to kick it away. 23, Talon Samoski is the punter for Orange Coast. As it's a low snap, he's going to have to run and rugby style kick it down the field. It takes a good Orange Coast bounce. It'll roll inside the 20. That is a phenomenal kick by Samoski despite the ball in his feet to start, and that'll pin Canyons all the way back to their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, Matt, for an Orange Coast team, it's going to be those little things like that. The special teams play, the battle of field position, doing everything they can to try and keep these Cougars at bay. For Giselle Riley and company, we'll see how they are able to respond with all that real estate in front of them and an offense that has been somewhat slow to get going in weeks past.
Giselle Riley, the 4th, the starting quarterback, 60 for 140 this season through the air, 826 yards, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's been good on the ground as well, 352 yards on 79 carries and 7 TDs to lead the team for Canyons this year on the offensive rushing game. In terms of touchdowns, he's got Ramo in the backfield straight behind him in a pistol set. They'll give to Ramo. He'll try the right side, bounces through the pile, backs his way up, and he gets 8, maybe 9 yards. We'll see. Yeah, give him about 8.5.
2 or 3 of those were running backwards, so credit to him for keeping his feet moving and working to get every inch you can. Brings up a very 2nd and manageable.
2 7/8 for the Cougars.
Sorry, some technical issues, so I'm bouncing back and forward. We'll go here on 2nd down. It'll be Riley on a keep himself. He brings it up the near side and then is brought down, but he is enough for a first down at past the 20-yard line to the 23. So Canyons moves the ball for the first time, or the chains for the first time here today.
And we've seen it the last couple of weeks, Matt. Riley not afraid to take off, whether that's by design or necessity. He has shown some shiftiness with his legs. A couple of scores last week, a few the week before. So definitely a weapon out there for the Cougars in that offensive backfield.
So we'll go second down for College, or first down, excuse me, for College of the Canyons. Their first down of the ball game. Cougars this season with 125 first downs now this year. As here's Rameau on first down, and he drags out about to the 30-yard line. That'll bring up second down for College of the Canyons, 51st in first downs per game at 18. So already off to a good start getting a first down here in their first drive.
Yeah, Rameau just kind of followed Paul Camden and got as far up as he could, and that's another first down.
Yeah, Camden has kind of been worked into that fullback position, and as a lead blocker also can get the football. We've seen for him this year, Camden, 19 rushes for 94 yards this season. For Rameau, 100 carries for 648 yards to lead the team, averaging 6.5 yards per carry. Just 3 scores for Isaiah Rameau, though, this year. It's been tough sledding in terms of getting into the end zone.
Yeah, you remember Rameau had a 70-yarder called back a few weeks ago and really took a first couple of games to really emerge. So expect to see a healthy dose of him here today, Matt.
Not sure what the early timeout here is. Officials all getting together to talk. Injury timeout, or is it? Did somebody actually take a timeout? You're as confused as I am.
We missed one there. Either way, both sides taking advantage of the break.
Yeah.
Hydrating and making sure everyone's on the same page here in the early going.
I think it was an official's timeout to maybe talk about the spot. Because I do know the far side guy ran all the way out to the 40-yard line and tried to mark a spot there. So maybe that's what it was. And here we go on second down and 4 for College of the Canyons. Riley in the backfield. Will give to Camden, who will try the right side, finds a hole, cuts it back to the left outside the hash. But inside the numbers, he's brought down at the 39-yard line, but enough for a first down for Paul Camden.
That's a nice job right there. You see just a step away from breaking that one, switched the ball from hands. He looked like he was raring to go. So talked about him already, earning those carries in the backfield and earning those opportunities, whether to block, whether to carry, and do what needs to be done for this Cougars offense.
This is the Canyons team that every game this season they've had over 100 rushing yards, which is a good sign when you look at things. They've had 2 big games, 278 yards against Riverside and 64 yards against Pasadena City. Unfortunately, they lost the Riverside game 57-54, but did beat Pasadena City 20-14. Here's our first pass attempt of the day. They'll get it on the outside to Jomar Adams. He's got about 5 yards, maybe 6, out to the 45-yard line. It'll be second down at about half the chains.
Nice job by Adams just hauling that one in, getting one under his belt. And fortunately had a Pirate there ready to meet him. But again, Matt, we talked about some of these guys that you're going to see start to emerge. You're going to see have earned their opportunities throughout the course of the season. And a game like today is the perfect opportunity to let those guys shine.
Yeah, Adams now 4 receptions on the season for 65 yards. Maybe a little less than that. My math's not great. 1 touchdown on the season as well for him. You look for the receiving core. JT Science has been the main target, 17 receptions, 195 yards. Then you go further down, Cole Crawford, DeAndre Kerma, Jesse Lepore, Brian Tula, Jared Mims, all guys that have gotten opportunities. Here's Rameau along the near side on a sweep, and he's out across midfield to the 45-yard line in plus territory. And Canyons moves the chain again, another first down.
That's exactly what we talked about. And again, I'm not going to leave him out. Paul Camden with an excellent lead block and allowing him to swing that outside. And so Canyons really controlling the pace of things here, getting positive yardage at the same time. It's a nice start.
So we'll go first down and 10 from the 46-yard line for College of the Canyons, as that's where they give the spot. It's actually the OCC 46. So in plus territory for the first time today. Canyons taking some time off the clock here as well. Down to 10 seconds remaining on the play clock. Rameau in the backfield next to Riley. 3 receivers out to the far side. Riley to throw. Wants to step up now into the pocket, and he'll just be forced to run. Slides down across the 40. They'll give him the 38-yard line. And it'll be a second down at about 2. They're actually going to spot it back at the 40 as the near side Line half judge says no, 40-yard line. The far side judge again, 4 or 5 yards ahead of the play.
Like we talked about, Matt, either by necessity or by design, Riley can take off and go, and he showed you just right there. Found enough, got some positive yardage, went down, avoid any mistakes or big hits like that. So that's a nice, smart play call as the Cougars now into Pirate territory.
Yeah, 11 carries for 36 yards and 2 touchdowns last week against East Los Angeles. He was only 7 for 15 through the air for 57 yards. As we'll go here on second down for College of the Canyons, they'll give to Rameau. He kind of waits for a block to develop, slips a tackle, still on his feet to the 35-yard line, and then a fleet of Pirates come to bring him down. But it's enough for another Canyons first down out to the 34-yard line for Isaiah Rameau.
Yeah, nice patience there again, just waiting for things to develop. Saw where the opening was and went. And then had some Pirates kind of holding them up there. Took a little bit of a shot there at the end. But he's a tough kid, bounces right back up.
Yeah, the break of the tackle looked like Orange Coast had it scouted back behind the line of scrimmage, but he was able to slip one man and just be able to work it across the 35. So Canyons approaching the red zone here on their first drive of the ball game. 7:05 to go in the first quarter. Riley in the backfield. Camden in a fullback position as Canyons in a pistol set with Rameau behind Riley. They'll fake the handoff. Little play action here. Riley throwing downfield, looking pass. Incomplete, knocked away. Good coverage on the far side by Cameron Lynn, as the intended target was Cole Crawford.
Yeah, good coverage there. Thought Crawford might have had a handle on it. The defensive back just kind of came over the top and was able to break that one up.
So we'll go here on second down and 10. First time Canyons has been behind the chains on second down. Trying to get back on schedule here as they'll go in a modified pistol set. They'll pitch to Rameau to the far side. He'll cut it outside the numbers at the 30. Still on his feet across the 20. Pushes a man forward as he's knocked out of bounds by Samuel Griffin. But enough for a Canyons first down as it's been Isaiah Rameau just motoring through once again.
Yeah, nice vision again by Rameau. Makes that cut, bounces it out. Again, another block on the outside. Number 2, Cole Crawford, able to get to the defensive back, allow Rameau a little more space. And that's really what it's going to take, Matt, is everybody from up front to the outside just working for one common goal. So far, you see everybody willing to do that hard work.
Crawford, a big body as well, 6'3", 195. Really, he's listed as a wide receiver, but he's almost like a tight end with the size. As we'll go here on first and 10 from the 17. Canyons inside the red zone for the first time today. Riley to throw, swings it to the outside. Crawford will cut back inside the numbers towards the hash. He's got about 5 yards. Good little quick passing play for Canyons as they'll go second down. The Cougars this season, 71% in the red zone, 47th in the state, 17 of 24 in terms of scoring in the red zone. They've scored 11 times on touchdowns, we should say. They've paid it 11 times in those 24 opportunities.
Yeah, Matt, like you said, when they've had those opportunities, they've shown a tendency to punch it in. A couple of the games before, they haven't had them. You know, they've had to score in limited fashion. But either way, good to see them progressing already, getting a shot at it here in the first quarter.
Second down and 5. That modified pistol set they'll give to Rameau. He'll try the left side. He lost the football, but he fell right back on top of it. It was punched out that time by Joshua Cruz, got a hand on it, and it'll bring up third and long, the first time Canyons has been behind the chains today.
You know, Canyons progressing, getting into Pirate territory, but credit to this Orange Coast team. They're flying around out there. They're gang tackling. They're making some stops. They definitely came to play, and you can see that so far.
Rameau a little lucky that time, lost the football, got it back. Last week, 20 carries for 70 yards, averaged 3.5, had a long of 15. Right now today, 5 carries for 47 yards. As we'll go here on third and call it a long 10. Riley's going to have to throw. Steps up in the pocket, throws towards the end zone. Ball deflected in the air, and it's intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone by Orange Coast. Coming away with it was William Norton on the tip ball play, and the Pirates will take over after Canyons gets in the red zone but fails to score.
Now, we talked about it just a snap before. This Pirates team was flying around out there making plays. You saw another example of it right there. And they were enthusiastic running back to that visitor sideline. That's a big-time stop for this team, and it's got to bode well for their confidence here in the early going to be able to come out and take Canyon's best shot and not give up any points. That's a nice job. That's a win for that side of the ball. And we'll see how the Cougars respond here.
Yeah, 13-play drive that took almost 13 minutes off, or 10 minutes off the clock, I should say. And Orange Coast takes over with 4:33 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. As Vasquez is the quarterback, he'll give. Carry right up the middle and fighting for some hard yards is the Orange Coast back. Couldn't see who it was on the initial carry. Looks like it was Dorian Webster. Webster's got enough for 9 yards.
Yeah, they've got to be pumped up out there, Matt. You talk about you go 3 and out and you come back. Well, you know, it's never what you want, but it also allows you to get a pop, get some plays under your belt, go back there and regroup. And now you come back out after the defense makes a big play and you're raring to go.
Webster, their rush yards leader, 27 carries for 179 yards and a touchdown. Averages 6.6 yards per carry. That was a hard 9 he fought for. We'll go on 2nd down. He'll stay as the feature back. 2 receivers out to the far side, but a flag on the play and a false start. Dante Medley knocking over one of the offensive linemen at Dominic Oyua right during the play.
You like to see that intensity from Medley. Hey, the ball was snapped on play until the whistle blows. Fortunately for the OCC lineman, he just took the brunt of that. But Medley, one of those guys that makes a lot of plays on this defensive front, having a tremendous season.
Yeah, Medley this season, 17 total tackles, 7 assists, or unassists, or excuse me, let me stop myself for a second. 7 solo tackles this year, 4 tackles for loss, and 2.5 sacks. He's also, on top of it, got an interception and a couple of pass breakups. They'll try and throw. They'll have enough for a 1st down. Ball came out, but the whistle had blown. So the reception by Caleb Stamps, who is their leading receiver this year. 16 receptions, 144 yards, and a touchdown. And Orange Coast has their first down of the ball game. This is an OCC team that only averages 14 first downs per game, which is 60th in the state. When you look down the line for Orange Coast, most of their rankings down near the bottom. They're in the red when you look at things, and that's been a struggle on the offensive side for the Pirates this year. We'll go here on 1st down and 10 from the 32. Vasquez takes the snap, carry for Webster, splits a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and then brought down by a strength of Cougars, but not after a gain of 6 yards.
Yeah, nice job by Webster. Thought he had a lead blocker, maybe would have bounced that outside. Ended up going up the middle. Still some good yardage, but who knows what that would have turned out to be.
So go 2nd down. We'll call it 5. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. As Orange Coast taking their time on this offensive possession. Already working off 2 minutes of the clock. We're down inside 2:20 after the next couple of ticks. We go 2nd down and 5. Vasquez takes the snap, wants to throw, dumps it off underneath. It was behind the intended target of Caleb Stamps. It's kind of a dangerous pass, too. Stamps probably does a good job just getting his hand on it to make sure it wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, and had a little bit of pressure coming up the middle. Just had to get it out of his hands. And here we go. The bells are ringing. That's a 3rd down. Pirates are facing.
3rd and relatively manageable at 5, but a tough go for Orange Coast, who this year on 3rd down is just 27%, 26 for 96, 61st in the 3C2A. As they'll set up with 2 wide on the far side, 1 out on the near side is Stamps. The back of the backfield is Webster, as Vasquez clapping his hands together once again. Now will take the snap, looking to throw underneath to Webster on a wheel route, and he's got enough for a 1st down across midfield, still on his feet, and then is finally brought down. Judah Plett was there in coverage. Gookin's able to make the tackle, but a nice little wheel route that time from Orange Coast.
Yeah, wheel route Plett was with him, just barely a step behind, and just enough of an opening to get upfield and into Cougar territory. Looks like we have a man.
That's actually Webster who's down.
Yeah.
So that's not good for Orange Coast. Webster this season, 11 receptions, 80 yards as well. Looks like maybe just got rolled up on and is trying to work his way off the field. For Bubba Gonzalez, the 7th-year head coach for Orange Coast. College of Kansas, we didn't mention it. Ted Isenda, his 12th season, actually up in the booth here again today. Calling plays from upstairs.
Coach I getting a different vantage point of things here the last couple of weeks. We'll see how that translates here today. Assistant coach Dan Corder with the headset on the sideline.
He's in his familiar spot down there calling the defense, trying to get his guys rallied. This is a bend don't break defense for College of the Canyons. They're one of the top ranked defenses in the state when all things are considered. The fifth, like we said, in sacks. They've only allowed 170 total points this year, 25 and a half per game, which is 28th best in the state. So talk about top third of the state this year defensively. And again, it's bend don't break. That's a nice throw on the outside to Grady Chancellor for about a 6-yard gain for Orange Coast.
Yeah, just enough. Keep positive momentum going. Get the ball out of your hands. Don't let that pass rush have an opportunity to affect your offensive game plan. And so far, Orange Coast, other than that first 3-and-out drive, has been doing what they've set out to.
And you have to figure, Jesse, Orange Coast going to have to throw the ball a little bit more than they're used to. Canyons allowing just 45.1 yards per game on the ground, which is 25th in the state. Huge number on the defense, on the passing game, though, 264.6, which still isn't terrible, but bottom third of the state of California. So you got to figure you got to try and take advantage of where their weak point may be, and that's through the passing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, again, we talked about the ball control, the time of possession. I think if you're Orange Coast, you're just setting up your scheme and waiting to pick those opportunities. Eventually, like you said, you're going to have to take a deep shot. So far, it's been the quick outs, the quick over the middle to the sides. College of the Canyons is going to have to look out for all options.
So we'll go here on 2nd down and 9 after Orange Coast takes another false start penalty. Actually, I think it was a delay of game penalty on Orange Coast, as Vasquez will give this time on the carry. Right through the middle was Ocean Neapoli Session.
Neapoli Session, the ball carrier.
It looks like one of the Cougars is down. Samson Malu is down on the field, and he's going to get some attention from Patty Villanueva with 6 seconds to go here in the first quarter. No score, 3rd and 6 upcoming after they check on Malu.
Cougar football spirit wear. If so, be sure to visit the merchandise booths at the entrance of the stadium and get geared up for the remainder of this season and beyond. We've got hats, shirts, sweatshirts, and much more, with proceeds directly benefiting the Canyons football program and the COC athletic department. Chick-fil-A Valencia Town Center is a proud sponsor of Cougar football and will be raffling off a very special Cougar Pride Chick-fil-A meal at today's game. This prize pack includes 4 meals, 4 desserts presented in a gift box with an adorable Chick-fil-A cow. Raffle entries are available at the Cougar football merchandise stand, with the raffle winner being announced at halftime of today's game. And be sure to listen at the end of the contest as we announce the Chick-fil-A player of the game.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking at you from the face down. Or Mac 11, you can boom with the face down. Skimming, and let me tell you about my life. Painkillers only put me in the twilight. A pretty Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this one I like.
That's the end of the first quarter with Goose Eggs on the board.
That's the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break here. Come back with more first half action live from Cougar Stadium.
Sorry, we go to the end of the first quarter. I was fixing replay, and Jesse's supposed to kind of cover me here, so I'm going to give him a hard time for a second. I yelled at him, toss for break, and he goes, huh? Killing me here, buddy. okay. We'll go to the second quarter. We won't get a break. We'll go 3rd down and 6 for Orange Coast. Out of the break, they switch sides. We've got replay working now. I figured out I forgot to plug something in. As Vasquez to throw, dumps it underneath. That's a reception for Stamps, but he's going to be maybe a yard short of the marker, Jesse.
Yeah, Adam Gookin's right there to meet him, sling him down to the turf. And so here we go, Orange Coast in decision time here. A successful drive so far, good possession. But how do you want to push things here on 4th and 1? It appears like they're going for it.
Yeah, their kicker is Samoski, who's made a long of 47 this year. But they're going to go for it. They'll give, and they are not going to get it. Adante Medley in there wrecking things for Dorian Webster.
Yeah, Medley all over that one. You're going to see right here, Webster just tries to cut it up the right side. There's a pile of Cougars, and then Medley just pulls them all back. And the Pirates are going to come up short on that one. So again, a successful drive by one metric, but a nice job by the Cougars, able to again get off the field here.
So Canyons will take over. Good defense that time and get a turnover on downs from the Cougars. A bend don't break style of defense comes through once again. Canyons will go back to work offensively. Giselle Riley the 4th back to throw. He'll roll the pocket, throws to the near side, pass caught. That is a good throw and catch to Jomar Adams that time.
Yeah, you're talking about Riley too. Took a pop at the end of that. Might have been some sort of unnecessary roughness. There's a flag on. So did not see a hold. He had the personal protector there.
Great shot from our cameraman, Antonio Curiel. Unfortunately, Caden Dunn kind of back in the way, but still got to see most of it. Canyons will move the ball up towards midfield. It'll be at the plus
that's a
36 yard line. That's huge.
Yeah, that's a big time chunk, especially coming off the reception there. I don't think any ill intent, was just going for the passer and couldn't stop, but delivered the lick nonetheless. And so again, Matt, the Cougars approaching red zone territory. Saw the miscue the last time. Definitely something that you're going to need to clean up here, get points on the board.
For Riley, that was his 6th interception of the season. That one you can't really fault him with, a tip ball drill that Orange Coast comes away with. The Cougars will go here on 1st down. Riley wanting to throw. He's looking for a shot down the field. That is a strike into the end zone. Touchdown, Jared Mims on a 34-yard strike from Giselle Riley the 4th.
You're going to see it right here. Just a nice, simple drop back. Protection is there. And just a nice ball right into the opening. Hits him in stride. And the Cougars on the board for the first time this afternoon. Mims getting a chance to celebrate out there. One of those guys we talked about. Could he be the breakout guy today? So far, he's the touchdown scorer.
Justin Asadi in for the extra point. He knocks it in, and Canyons with a 7-0 lead for Asadi this season. The extra point is his 16th. He's 16 for 18 on the year. And Canyons with a 7-0 lead here as we're just underway in the 3rd quarter.
And that's really the formula. You know, you play lockdown defense, bend don't break. You get off the field and you let your offense go back to work here. Riley now got to have some confidence after a throw like that. Mims is now involved. We've seen the run game start to converge. Rameau's out there doing his thing. And you put all that together in a pot and you got something going here.
A little jambalaya for you here on a Saturday. For Mims, his 2nd touchdown reception of the season. 16 receptions now, up over 250 yards. As a 34-yard strike from Riley to Mims. For Canyon's first points of the game, actually a 36-yard strike. I shorted him 2 yards. Gomez will kick this into the end zone, and Orange Coast will take a knee, and they'll take the ball at their own 25-yard line here, trailing 7-0, 13:52 to go in the first half. 7-0 College of the Canyons. So what do you like so far here, Jesse, from the Cougars? You get a touchdown on the offensive side. The defense comes away with a big fourth down stop.
I think the defense both times getting off the field first on that first possession, and again, playing the prolonged possession against the Pirates and still able to get off the field, limit their opportunities. And for this Canyons offense, hey, you shake off the mistake, the tip ball, the miscue, you shake that off and you come right back and score quickly to seize that momentum here and play out the rest of this first half.
And not to look ahead at Orange Coast, but this is, or excuse me, Golden West, but this is a week you do need to find something going because you do know you have the number 2 team in the state next week on the schedule on the road. First down rush for Vasquez, and he brings it up about 5 yards. For Orange Coast, it'll be second down at about 5, maybe 6. We'll see where they officially put the mark.
We talked about it, just taking care of business, going out there and doing what you need to do, executing, winning this game. And, hey, there's a lot of ball game left, but so far so good. And you just want to make sure that you stay focused, you don't build an advantage and let up in any way. So I think that'll be a key here as things get going.
Yapali Session, the running back this time with Vasquez, who claps his hands, 2 receivers out to each side, split wideouts. As Vasquez to throw underneath on a little curl route from Caleb Stamps. He's a yard short of the first down, brings up 3rd and 1. And again, this is where Canyons got off the field last time on 2 3rd and 4th and short plays. So for Orange Coast, need to dial something up to try and get yourself to move the chains.
You talk about this Cougars defensive unit. No better feeling than going out there for 3 plays and getting off. As much as you love it and you love being out there, there's a feeling of confidence and accomplishment that comes with getting off the field here. And you hear the bells ringing. Here we go.
Yeah, it's such a weird part of football. You don't want to be on the field for a long time as a defender. You want to get there 3 and out, sit on the bench for most of the game. That's kind of what you're looking for. We go 3rd and 1. Vasquez to throw, flushed out of the pocket. He's got a huge room to run. All sorts of green around him. He's hit as he tries to step out of bounds. Was trying to make a little fake there against Dylan McIntosh, but McIntosh said no thank you.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a hold on the outside. Number 8 for the Cougars just got held up there, and that's where things went. Same time, there might have been a late hit on the sideline, so those two kind of cancel each other out, and we'll reset here.
I was going to say Orange goes down to the 42-yard line for Vasquez. That's his second run of the ball game now, 12 yards. His longest of the game right there at 8. This is a guy that doesn't run a lot, just 20 carries for 69 yards on the season. There's a handoff here for Orange Coast as they give to Osorio. He fights through a couple of tackles, and he's got enough for a first down.
And, Matt, that's really been the biggest thing you're going to see here. Appears to be held up, tangled up there. You're going to see he takes the hit, takes 3 hits, and bounces off. And I think that's the majority of their big runs have just been virtue of keeping your feet moving, staying low, and trying to get upfield the most you can. And you saw another example right there. Cougars there making contact. Just need to do a better job maybe of wrapping up, bringing the ball carrier down.
So we'll go here on 1st and 10 at the 48. Orange Coast in plus yardage once again. They'll give to Webster right through the middle on the far hash and then runs over the would-be tackler of Coy Mortensen. He's got a huge gain out to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, you're going to see Webster here, a nice burst. Gets it and then finishes it off, just lowers his head. Gets another couple, 2-3 yards. And so again, Matt, this Pirates team playing with some determination here, looking for a win. Clawing one out no matter what it takes. Will certainly be the goal for them.
This is an OCC team that only averages 249 yards per game. Right now, bending the Canyons defense, trying to break him for pay dirt as Vasquez to throw, had pressure, but got it over the middle. It's complete. Joseph Flanagan, who has 2 receiving touchdowns on the season, 11 receptions for 119 yards, and they've got another first down.
Yeah, knocking on the door here. You're going to see, again, just another simple drop back. Finds a brief crease there right up the middle. First down, and here they go.
Everything very quick right now for Orange Coast when they do drop Vasquez back to pass. And again, that's the area that if you're going to try and exploit the Canyons defense, has shown to be the one area you really can. They go here on first down. Vasquez with Osorio in the backfield to his left. One receiver out to the far side. Vasquez wants to throw, throws it underneath, and it's incomplete. He's lucky that Brandon Bryant didn't see the football as he could have picked it and went the other way.
As that one floated around for a while, Bryant just missed it on that. You're going to see just kind of lobs it over there. Going for the targeting that same area of the field, which is obviously where they feel comfortable right now.
Yeah, everything's been over the middle for Orange Coast here on this drive. They go second down and 10. Ball spotted at the 15 as they're into the red zone. Orange Coast in the red zone, just 45%. 5 for 11. Or excuse me, 67%. 10 for 15, but 5 for 11 in terms of fourth downs. I'm looking at the wrong number. They get inside the 10, though. There we go, 5 for 15 in terms of scoring touchdowns. That's where I was trying to get to. Sessions with the reception, and Orange Coast has first and goal.
And same thing, just a little dump. You keep the feet moving, you keep progressing forward. And we'll see where the spot is. Looked like a little scrum. That ball might have squirted loose there, Matt. But the Pirates retain possession here, and again, on the 4-yard line coming in. A nice job. This Pirates team has showed some determination here.
First and goal to go from the 4-yard line here for Orange Coast. They'll give. Trying to bounce it along the far side was Neapoli Session, and he's going to be pushed back to about the 4.5. They're going to spot him at the 4.5, so it's a loss of about a half a yard.
See if you can tell who got to him. But a nice job just kind of stringing things out. Had a lead blocker with them, but never could get to the edge.
There's a group of Cougars that got there. A bunch of black jerseys hunting that time. Canyons in the blacks with the gold helmet wraps, gold pants today. Here on this noon home game. Second to last home game of the regular season. They'll have Bakersfield in a couple weeks' time after they go out on the road against Golden West next week. Here's second down and goal to go from the 4-yard line for Orange Coast. As Vasquez wants to throw underneath, pass complete, fighting for the end zone, and a touchdown for Joseph Flanagan, the tight end. His third receiving touchdown of the season.
Yeah, you're going to see here, that's just nice concentration, able to haul that ball in, was getting hit and slung, and then was able to extend just long enough to break the plane, get into the end zone. And so Orange Coast, again, accomplishing what it set out to do here on this drive, a prolonged drive, fighting for hard yards, exploiting what they perceived as a weak spot, getting all the way down to the goal line, and then able to punch it in. PAT upcoming. And we've got a tie ball game here with 8:37 to go in the half.
Once again, fans, don't forget Chick-fil-A Valencia is in the stadium with us this season.
Again, two teams that
Special Cougar Pride Chick-fil-A meal.
are really looking for this victory here in week 8. Orange Coast still blanked on the season, and College of the Canyons looking to finish strong after last week's road victory.
Thank you for covering me. Still fixing some of our technical issues with the replay right now, but it's a 7-all ball game, Jesse. Extra point was good for Orange Coast. As their kicker, Talon Samolski, 7. My extra point numbers are all off on that one. So never mind. I'm not even going to try and read that one because it's not even close.
The kick was good.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
We're 7-7. This is shaping out to be a fun back and forth game here. Some intense football. A little bit of run game, a passing attack. And again, which team is going to limit its mistakes and be able to follow through and execute its game plan.
Zamoski will kick this one away. Mortensen, I believe, on the far side will take it at about the 10-yard line. Wants to cut it back to the near side. Now stops himself up, but then is brought down from behind. He'll get out to about the 28-yard line, and that's where Canyons will take over. After Orange Coast comes back and responds to the Canyons touchdown with a touchdown of their own. A 4-yard reception for Joseph Flanagan for Vasquez, just his 4th touchdown pass of the season.
And so again, Matt, in a game of responses so far, what's this Cougar offense going to come back out and do? They've shown the ability for that long, clock-draining type of drive with 8 minutes to go. You know they'd like nothing more than to eat the bulk of that and get some more points on the board. And Orange Coast has got to be feeling good about themselves now, too.
Canyons will go 1st and 10. They'll pitch to Rameau. He'll try the near side. Has some blocking out in front, and he's going to have enough for a 1st down. That's a really good job by Paul Camden on the block.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like he had a fist up in the face mask. Still was able to lock in and drive his guy. You're going to see 32 here. Watch number 4, the defender, almost has him around the helmet. And so Camden really playing again with some fierceness out there. Has seen a carry, but is really doing his damage out there, lead blocking for Rameau, getting out in front, kind of leading the charge. You love to see that. That's how you earn more carries, Matt.
Physical young man out of Notre Dame de Foy High School in St. Augustine, Quebec, Canada. As he stays in that fullback position, they'll give to Rameau. Camden, the lead blocker. Rameau fighting ahead for 4, maybe 5 yards. And that'll bring enough for a 1st down. So Canyons moves the chains. It's been a steady diet of Rameau with Camden out in front of him.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're going to see mixed in with a little Giselle Riley taking off and running when he sees the opportunity.
Aaron Watkins running off the field. He looked a little uncomfortable, so that'll bring in a different offensive lineman in TJ Taylor. So Canyons making some movement on the offensive line. They'll go 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line in their own territory with 7 seconds to go on the play clock. 7:10 to go here in the first half. Riley will give. Rameau right up the middle. Trying to wait patiently, but then was brought down. He's got half a yard, maybe 2. And it'll be a 2nd down here for Canyons.
Yeah, we've seen Rameau kind of with that patient attack, kind of just waiting for his hole. Nothing really doing there on that one. But again, that's a skill set that bodes well when you have that vision and ability to kind of wait, map out your blocks, find the hole, and then hit it. And we've seen he definitely has some giddy up when he does go into that next gear.
So we'll go 2nd down. We'll call it 9. Ball at the Canyons 43-yard line. Split wide receivers out to each side for the Cougars. Camden not in the game, so Rameau blocking this time. Pass complete, caught by Cole Crawford. Spins it back outside the numbers. He's got a nice gain out across midfield to the 44-yard line of Orange Coast. That'll be a Canyons 1st down.
Crawford, nice job just going up and getting another good ball from Riley. Peels it out to the sideline, trying to get upfield. Riley's made a couple nice throws here today, Matt. And again, one of those guys you don't want to label him as a running quarterback. That's just where he's done the bulk of his damage so far. But starting to see himself emerge in this passing game.
4 for 6 for 58 yards and a touchdown so far. Give him that interception as well, even though it was really a unfortunate one. Orange Coast looks like they're going to call a timeout here with 6 seconds to go on the Canyons play clock, as they weren't happy with the defensive lineup. So with 5:47 to go here in the first half, 1st and 10 for Canyons for the 44-yard line. It in the wrong spot. Yeah. So here we go on 1st and 10 for Canyons. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. They go with that fullback set, kind of a little bit of a modified pistol formation. They'll give to Rameau. He tries the left side outside the hash. And again, 3 Pirates in there. First man in for Orange Coast was Brody Roman, who has 16 tackles coming in on the season.
Yeah, Pirates have done a good job, Matt, kind of scouting the Cougars out, knowing what's coming, seemingly have been in good position to make the stop for the bulk of these plays here.
Yeah, outside of a few good slip tackles from Isaiah Rameau, they have not really allowed much. You know, the good blocking for Canyons has opened holes up, but if they get their hands on Rameau, they've done a good job bringing him down. We'll go here on 2nd down and 10. Canyons behind the sticks for the moment. And again, Rameau, they get their hands on him, and he's not able to do anything. He's going to actually lose a yard here, so it's going to push him back to the 46-yard line, and that's going to put Canyons behind schedule once again. This is a Cougars team that 3rd down has been a struggle for them this year. Just 32% on 3rd down, Jesse, which is 54th in the state. So it's really been tough sledding on 3rd down.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those, you know, what are you calling? What are you getting in your bag of tricks and going to, especially here, 3rd and long. You've had the bulk of your success, like we said, on the ground. But again, Riley's been able to find those openings. So you definitely got to dial one up here. But again, you're at a point in the game, you don't get this. You're giving Orange Coast probably the last crack at it here in this opening half. And so a big 3rd down here.
Riley to throw here on 3rd down. Little 3-step drop, looking over the middle. It's almost intercepted. There is a flag down at the 25-yard line as Jamar Adams was cutting through the middle. I thought Barbito came up with it.
We'll see here on the replay how close he was. Just kind of couldn't handle it on the roll through, but Canyon's going to get bailed out here. It looked like a PI maybe on the outside. We'll wait for the official's call.
Might be a defensive hold. Yeah, it is a defensive holding on Orange Coast, not a pass interference. I don't think they could call it pass interference because of how far behind Adams the throw was, but it'll give Canyons a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10.
Yeah, automatic 1st down regardless. So Canyons, again, is going to get another crack at it here to close things out. An ideal scenario in terms of you avoid the interception and get bailed out with a fresh set of downs.
So we go 1st down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Riley to throw here, looking down the far sideline towards Crawford. It's just out of his reach. Through his hands on a nice floated ball, but maybe just too much on it.
Yeah, that looked like a nice ball. One of those you're going to see here really puts an arc on it. And like you said, Matt, just out of the grasp, about another half a foot, and he's there, probably running straight into the end zone. So again, I like that you take a shot right there, especially coming off the penalty and the fresh set of downs. Just wasn't doing there.
So we go 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped at 4:05. Split receivers out to each side for Canyons. Rameau the lone back in the backfield. Riley to throw. Rameau trying to block for him. He'll throw over towards Crawford again, targeting Cole Crawford, but it was too high out of his reach. Crawford seems to be his go-to target here today. Doesn't look like, I don't think we've seen JT Signs out there today, who's the receiving leader for Canyons this season.
Yeah, definitely trying to get Crawford involved. You see here going right back to him. Just a little high on that one. But again, seeing something they like, Matt, on that side of the field and with that matchup, I would not be shocked at all to see him go back to it here or again later on this drive if they can continue things.
So we'll go 3rd and 10. Canyons behind the chains again. Again, this is a team that's struggled on 3rd down this season at just 32%. They need a big one here from Riley. He looks towards the end zone trying to find Adams, who makes a great catch, but he was 4 feet out of bounds when he came down.
Yeah, nice catch, good concentration, seeing it through. But you're going to see the way the route develops here. Just didn't have the real estate to get his feet in. But a nice job. You moved that over 3 yards, and that's gold.
So this is going to force Canyons to punt for the first time today. William Strike out to punt. He's been excellent in the punt game this season. 1,415 yards, an average of 38.2. Inside the 20 10 times this year. He had 4 punts for 168 yards against East LA. So try and pin Orange Coast deep. It's a end-over-end punt that's going to have some backspin and take an Orange Coast bounce, but Canyons will down it just inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. That's where the Pirates will take over, so it's not a very long punt.
No, I think, if that bounces the other way, that's a beautiful punt.
Yeah.
Credit to the special teams unit to hustle getting under that one off the bounce, playing it off that backspin. But we'll see here now. Orange Coast going to have one more crack at it. Cougars would probably love to get another possession of their own. But first things first, you can't afford to let the Pirates move ahead here in what has been a pretty well-played first half on both sides of the ball, Matt.
Yep, 3:46 to go. First and 10 for Orange Coast from their own 19-yard line. Vasquez remains the quarterback. So they'll give to Osorio right up the middle, and he's brought down by 3 Cougars. Right as he takes his step through the line of scrimmage, he's got enough for about 3 yards.
Yeah, again, this defensive front has really done a nice job getting after things. And again, kind of collapsing on the ball carrier there on first down.
6.
Yeah, not sure who was in on the tackle. I would guess that Milner and company, Botonga might have been one of the guys in there, big group. Dante Medley has seemed to be around the ball a lot on the rush game, as we'll go here on second down, and we'll call it 6 yards for Orange Coast. Vasquez drops the snap. He's going to have to run. He's got to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Getting to him is Jonathan Canale first. It's a tackle for a loss, not a sack, as he dropped the ball and tried to run.
Nice job by Canale. You're going to see him here on the left side just come up straight across, backside pursuit. Able to take him down. Tackle for loss, another area the Cougars have shown a real prowess for. This defensive front, a lot of bodies out there at Coach Dan Corbett's disposal, and they all play with a motor.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't track TFLs in terms of state numbers for the team, but Canyons has done a good job for Canale this year. That's his second and a half tackle for a loss. As we'll go on third and long, Vasquez to throw over the middle, pass swatted away in coverage that time.
At 44.
I think it was, yeah. Sione Manu.
Manu right there in coverage, locked up with the receiver and just got his arm out in front. You're going to see just kind of used his body to shield him and knock it away.
Really nonchalant from Manu, too.
And so, again, a nice job. This Cougars defense really taking the Pirates to task here, shortening up some of these possessions.
So Samoski to punt. Mylan Walker standing back at about his own 45-yard line. Will have to drift back. He drops the football. It's scooped up by Orange Coast. Zane Prater gets the recovery on the muffed punt. And Orange Coast flips the field just like that, down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line.
Unfortunate break for the Cougars. Walker been one of their standout special teams guys. Just kind of got twisted around. Don't want to lay blame on anything. Maybe lost it in the sun, but that's a tough play to come up with. And he stays out on the field as part of this secondary. And so couldn't be better if you're the Pirates. Cougars had done their job to get off the field. Now have to go right back to work here. And circle that as a potential swing point in this ball game, especially if the Pirates are able to come away with points here.
Yeah, we'll go first and 10 from the 27-yard line. Vasquez to throw, and he nearly threw it into triple coverage. Unluckily for Datavius Bledsoe, he just couldn't get there. I was talking to Bled yesterday, and I said, when are you going to get one, man? We keep waiting. You're always around the ball in that linebacker position. And he's like, it's coming, man. And that was almost it again.
Yeah, Bled does a lot of good things for this program, this defensive unit.
Yeah, he's their leading tackler this year with 36 tackles.
A fun guy to cheer for.
Helps us out, too. During all the athletics events, he's out there helping set up soccer and volleyball on most of those nights as well. So always a guy we cheer for when we're helping us out. 2:02 to go, so we'll have one more play before the 2-minute timeout. Vasquez to throw. This time pass is complete. And Bledsoe there to make the tackle, but not before an Orange Coast first down. That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout with 1:56 to go here in the first half. 7-all here from Cougar Stadium.
2-minute warning. And ladies and gentlemen, we are assortment of ice cream, popsicle snacks, candies with water and beverages. Vendors are prepared to accept both cash out, credit tap out. So be sure to stop by all your needs. Are you following COC football on social media? Become a fan on Twitter and Instagram to receive up-to-date news, information, photos, and videos related to the Cougars football program. Follow at the COC FB. And the COC Sports Information Department would like to invite you to visit COCathletics.com all year long for news, information, statistics, photos, and live stream links related to the college of 17 intercollegiate sports program.
Back to work we go here with 1:56 to go in the first half. Orange Coast inside the red zone, down to the Canyons' 18-yard line. As they look for points on the board here late in this first half. The Canyons will get the football out of the halftime break as Vasquez in the shotgun. Big back in the backfield next to him was Tuqueri Roshan.
This one's going to be
It was
close.
actually a second down. I think it was actually a third down play. Third down and 1. I thought Orange Coast had a first down. I'm incorrect. And it'll bring up fourth down and 1 again. So Canyon's going to try and get off the field here again, Jesse.
So bring up fourth down.
Yeah, Orange Coast kind of took to the air to try and get those last few yards. Wasn't doing. It looks like maybe the field goal unit here coming out.
Szymanski will come in to
And
try the
Szymanski
field
in
goal.
to try a 35-yarder
35
here.
yards on the attempt.
This is where it looks like it's going to be about marked. The holder is Sonny Tierney. Szymanski, the left footer from the left hash. Try and give Orange Coast their first lead of the ball game. And
Timeout, Pirates.
Pirates are going to take a timeout before they get called for a delay game. Just took a little bit too much time getting out onto the field that time for Orange Coast.
Yeah, I think some hesitation there. You're kind of going over all your options. Where's the spot? What do we got? And then you opt for probably the safer choice. Try and move ahead here, Matt. I'd have to look back at the box scores to see if Orange Coast has had a lead here after the first half of play. I dare to say likely not,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go back through it here real quick.
but I mean, this would be huge for them in terms of a momentum and confidence heading into the halftime locker room on the road to be able to take a lead here. And again, we went back to the muffed punt return there that led to this sequence. Big point in this ball game so far. We talked about taking advantage of mistakes and miscues. So far, that's the formula the Pirates have leaned on here.
Szymanski 5 for 10. His long is 38, so this is just inside his long at 25. Snap is down, kick is up. It's got plenty of leg, but he misses it wide
Goal is missed. Cougars hold.
to the right.
And the Canyons dodged one there.
Yep. So he hooks it too much, the left footer, and now there's an Orange Coast Pirate down on the field. For OCC, I don't believe they've held a lead at halftime at all this year. Certainly not in their first 4 games. Actually, yep, I think this would be the first. This would have been the first time. Instead, they're going to potentially go into the break tied, which would also be a first for them this year, as they've trailed pretty much the entirety of the season at this point. This is a team that's been shut out once, 68-0. So here we go on 1st and 10 for Canyons. 57 seconds to go. They have the ball at their own 18-yard line. Riley with Ramo, little trickery handoff on a counter play for Ramo. He's got enough to get across the 30, and he'll have a first down as he's brought down that time on a tackle by,
That's enough for a Cougar first down.
it looked like William Norton.
Yeah, you're going to see him, Ramo just coming down. Nice block by Joshua Wellbacher, just kind of washing things down. And that was a little bit of trickery for Canyons. I don't think they were expecting it to swing out that way. Probably not even expecting a run play. But that's a healthy chunk here. The Cougars trying to get themselves back into scoring position.
Monroe goes out of bounds, so that stops the clock at 49 seconds. First and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Two receivers sent out to each side for Canyons as they have split wideouts with Ramo, the lone back. Riley to throw here on first down. Takes a shot downfield. Has a man in Adams. Caught at the 35-yard line. He is going to take it to the house for a Canyons touchdown. A huge strike from Riley to Adams. And the Cougars have a lead.
Giselle Riley, you're going to see, just hits his man in stride. Adams either beat his man badly or was lost in coverage, but either way, he was streaking down the sideline. And Riley delivered a bullet to him to get Canyons back in the end zone here. And Riley has really stepped things up this week, Matt. 2 touchdown passes already. Has thrown a couple of very nice balls.
And that one maybe the longest play from scrimmage this season for Canyons in the passing game, as Asadi's extra point is no good. So it'll be a 13-7 lead for College of the Canyons. For Riley, his long was 81, so that one not quite the longest, but pretty darn close as it comes from his own 32-yard line. A huge strike as it's Riley for 68 yards to Jamar Adams. Canyons with a 13-7 lead with 40 seconds to go here in the first half.
You talk about, Matt, maybe not the longest distance-wise, but definitely one of his bigger plays of the year. When you talk about where it comes to the point of the game and to move your side ahead, that's a nice job. And you see down on the sideline talking things over. He's excited with himself. I think the coaching staff telling him, hey, it's not done yet. We got a whole nother half to play. But again, throw for a couple touchdowns in the first half, you got to be feeling good.
So we'll go here on a kickoff for College of the Canyons, as it'll be Dylan Gomez to kick away once again. Gomez will drive this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Touchback. Orange will take over on their own 25.
And Orange Coast will take over on their own 25-yard line with 40 seconds to go here in the first half, trailing by 6. After the 68-yard catch and run from Jamar Adams off the right arm of Giselle Riley IV. For Riley, his second touchdown of the ball game through the air, his 7th of the season. For Adams, just his second touchdown reception of the season. For Adams today, just 2 receptions, but 73 yards now. With that 68 being long, Canyons has had passing plays of 68 and 36 for touchdowns. As Orange Coast goes here on 1st and 10, they hand off. Osorio finds his way around the line of scrimmage. He's going to get marked out to about the 32-yard line. Osorio, a guy that gets a lot of carry attempts, 7 rushes for 12 yards last week. Just an average of 1.7, but today has had quite a bit more opportunities.
Vasquez pass complete out to Osorio.
So a timeout here with 12 seconds to go by Orange Coast. They'll take their final timeout as they were unable to stop the clock to get across the... They gave them the chains, excuse me. They gave them to the 39.
Yeah, lining up here to take one more shot at it here. And see if you can't catch the Cougars, kind of turn the tables, catch somebody, either lose them in coverage, get a penalty, put yourself in another position here in these last 12 ticks. But again, Matt, you talk about the positives, the moral victories. Orange Coast not been in a position like this so far this year. You have got to be feeling good.
Yeah, this is, I think, the closest Orange Coast has been after the first, through the first half this season. And again, we'd have to look really through. Maybe the Allen Hancock game, which was the opening game of the season, that was the only game they've scored 20 points in this season. So it's been kind of a struggle for Orange Coast, but they're very much in this ball game, and they have an opportunity here on 1st and 10 from their own 39 with 12 seconds to go, trailing by 6 here in this first half. They'll throw onto the near side. Good throw and catch to Royster, who steps out of bounds. It only wastes 1.5 seconds. As clock says 11 right now, so it'll be second down at about 6. So we go second down. Vasquez to throw again, and a good step up in coverage that time. Very nicely done meeting the ball, Dylan McIntosh.
And that's textbook coverage right there. You meet him right when the ball hits his hands. Jar it loose, don't give the receiver an opportunity to haul it in. You can see here, nice camera work, and that's just a bang-bang ball and then hit to break up that play.
So it'll be 3rd down and 6.
3rd down for the Cougars.
Here goes Orange Coast. As Vasquez clapping his hands, throws it on a swing pass to the far side. Not even going to be able to get out of bounds that time was Cervantes, and that's going to take us to the end of the first half. So Canyons will take a 13-6 lead into the halftime locker room as we go to a break here from Cougar Stadium. College of the Canyons, Orange Coast, the Cougars with a 13-7 lead.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers and top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
After a lifetime in this game, a bad joint shouldn't stop you from sharing some skills. Our same-day hip procedures keep you playing on.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So large, they call you hang time. But say, someday you catch a bad landing. Our advanced knee operations keep you playing on.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center.
You've tossed that same ball over and over and over for years, until maybe you overdo it. Our technology lets you heal quicker to keep you playing on.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers and top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go. So.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
After a lifetime in this game, a bad joint shouldn't stop you from sharing some skills. Our same-day hip procedures keep you playing on.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy. That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So large, they call you hang time. But say, someday you catch a bad landing. Our advanced knee operations keep you playing on.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center.
You've tossed that same ball over and over and over for years, until maybe you overdo it. Our technology lets you heal quicker to keep you playing on.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
After a lifetime in this game, a bad joint shouldn't stop you from sharing some skills. Our same-day hip procedures keep you playing on.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
Welcome back into the Cougar Sports Network. College of the Canyons, Orange Coast, a 13-7 College of the Canyons lead. Neither team scoring a lot in that first half. It's been kind of a slog in terms of points, but Canyons does get a couple of strikes from Giselle Riley as he finds Jared Mims and Jamar Adams, and the Cougars have a 13-7 lead, excuse me, as we come ready back in. Jesse Munoz, Matt Robinson. Decent first half there, Jesse, and we look forward to a fun second half here.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, you look at the score, no one really has established a stranglehold on this game. The scores both in reach, but I think both teams have got to be happy with what they did accomplish. You know, you talk about Canyons, 2 strikes through the air. You get Giselle Riley going, get a little bit of a run game. You also talk about Orange Coast, able to hang in this, really get some prolonged drives of their own. We're able to take advantage of some miscues. And, you know, here we go for what should be an exciting second half.
As here is the kick away from Orange Coast. Morton's going to take it at the 1-yard line and bring it out from there. Breaks an arm tackle at the 20, but then is brought down at the 20-yard line as he tried to cut it across. Actually, it was Mylan Walker, I believe, on the return that time, excuse me. And Canyons will take it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. So the Cougars with 2 touchdowns in the first half, looking to start this third quarter off the same way they ended the first half. Giselle Riley in the backfield, standing at about his own 15-yard line with Ramo in the backfield next to him. 3 receivers out to the far side for the Cougars. As we go here on 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Ramo going to switch sides behind Riley. Cougars taking plenty of time to get this first play off of the second half. They'll give to Ramo right up the middle. He's brought down by a couple of Orange Coast Pirates as they were right on the tackle, no gain.
Yeah, more of the same out we talked about. Orange Coast doing a nice job getting in position, whether that's by virtue of film preparation or just reading their keys out there on the field, but have seemingly been in the right place at the right time to kind of limit Ramo in this offensive backfield every time they try and run the ball.
So we'll go here on 2nd down and 10. For Ramo in the first half, 12 carries, 70 yards. That's his 13th carry of the ball game, along of 17. Riley, 5 of 10 in that first half through the air for 126 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. So he'll throw here. Pass caught on the near side of the field by Jamar Adams, and he's got 8 yards. Good little pitch and catch to Jamar Adams.
Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Cougars.
Yeah, Adams, one of those guys kind of starting to emerge here today, Matt. Him and Crawford both, and that's just a short little dump, but again, getting him involved and active on that right side.
As here we go on 3rd down. Good faked me out, but I was actually looking away when the play started. It's going to be Giselle Riley for 1st down.
Yeah, definitely eyes led with the running back, but Riley now is starting to incorporate this side of his game. Saw him take off a couple times in the first half, but most of that damage through the air. And again, just a 2-prong weapon there. He's able to run or throw. I expect to see more of this again as the Cougars continue to try and control this clock.
Well, and you need to set up that as it's set up Riley in the passing game. We've seen a couple of play action opportunities from Riley where he's had good looks. As they'll go 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 41-yard line. Riley to throw. Good quick pass underneath, caught by Jared Mims. Enough for 4 yards as they get out to the 45-yard line. For Mims, just his 2nd reception of the ball game, his 1st since that 36-yard touchdown catch.
Yeah, I was going to say we should probably also mention Mims kind of emerging as well alongside Crawford and Adams. Riley's really had a nice bevy of weapons there to choose from, and we'll see more of that here as we progress along. But again, a lot of different ways he can look.
As here we go on 2nd down and 6. Canyon's going to look to the sideline to change the play here. And Riley gets knocked down. Ball came out. I think it came out as he went down, but it was a free run right through. A.J. Leonard crushed it. And we just hope Riley's okay, as Canyons looks like he's going to back up all the way inside their 30-yard line to the 26.
Yeah, you can kind of just see it at the beginning of that play. Kind of just gets up under the chin strap area there of Riley, and then was celebrating. I don't think realized the ball had come loose. Kind of went from a celebration to a straight pursuit, trying to track down that ball. And Riley will have to shake that one off. I don't care who you are, that type of hit will jar you a little bit. And then to step back up and have to play a 3rd and very long here.
Yeah, it'll be 3rd and 25 from the 26-yard line. Credit Isaiah Rameau, smart enough to go back and say the play's not over, go pick it up. And now Riley looks like he's all right back in there. Canyons will try to pick up a huge chunk here as they'll screen to Mims, and he's got room to run. Gets a blocker on the far side, outside the numbers across the 40 to the 30, and down inside to about the 26-yard line of Orange Coast. Perfectly dialed up screen for Canyons that time.
Oh, this is just a textbook little jailbreak little jailbreak, and you see the linemen get up there, kind of fan out, and Mims right behind them all the way up the sideline. And it's exciting, Matt, to see these young men make the most of their opportunities, get those type of big-time plays that really flash on film. Not only that, put your team in a position for success.
So we'll go 1st down and 10 from the Orange Coast 26-yard line. It's Canyons with a big 3rd down. They go to work here again on 1st down. They'll give Rameau, looking for a hole. He won't have much, gets about a yard.
Tackled by Gubbins.
Yeah, we'll see Rameau here, another opportunity. Seems to be a hole, and again, Orange Coast just kind of collapses on it. Never really able to get to that next level. We'll just to pick up a 1 on that.
We'll go 2nd down and 9. Canyons trying to find 3rd down and manageable here. Riley to throw, looking in and out of the hands of Jamar Adams. Incomplete.
Yeah, Adams had a step. You're going to see him got near the end zone. Let's see what happens here. Nice break. And just kind of not able to haul it in. Ask him on Monday. He'll want that one back, Matt. but still in striking distance here. 3rd and 9 on the 25.
Here we go on 3rd and long. Canyons 2 of 4 on 3rd down today. Riley throwing, nearly intercepted. In and out of the hands of Brody Roman, cutting across as they were looking for Cole Crawford.
Roman right there on the mark. And that had the look of a 3rd passing touchdown for Giselle Riley. But Roman just came through and negated that effort. That's a nice job on that pass breakup.
Looks like Canyons is going to attempt the field goal here. Justin Asadi trotting on. Asadi has missed an extra point today, 6 of 9 on field goals. As long as 44, this will be a 42-yard field goal. There's a chance for Canyons to try and extend the lead. There is a flag on the play. The kick is up and no good, but I believe it is an offside flag on Orange Coast. And it will likely bail Canyons out slightly here, or at least get them to a more manageable field goal opportunity. Just waiting on the official's call. Offside.
On defense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So a 5-yard penalty will replay 4th down. It'll make it 4th down and now 4 from the 20-yard line. And we'll see if the Cougars will try it again. And it's certainly taking their time trotting a unit out on the field. They'll trot the offense out here. 8 seconds on the play clock.
I was gonna say, I don't know if that miss makes you rethink things.
And now they're going to have to use a timeout because they just took too long to really get themselves going.
Yeah, so again, you march the offense back out there. Maybe that's just by virtue of you're going to take the timeout. Either way, you got to figure that missed opportunity there may sway your decision making a little bit. The extra 5 yards certainly helps, but if you don't feel he's on the mark, you look another direction. 4th down makes it tough, but the 4 yards is certainly manageable. So we'll see what they decide here. A lot of head coaches out there talking things over.
Yeah, it'll bring up 4th down and 4. It's possible too that the Asadi miss makes them rethink things.
Yeah, I think crucial that you get points here. Especially you talk about the missed PAT, the 3 would certainly help offset that.
But it looks like they are going to send the offense out on the field for a 4th down try instead of the special teams unit. So it'll be 4th and 4. For Canyons, they have Rameau in a pistol set with Camden to the right of Giselle Riley the 4th. 2 receivers out to the far side. They'll fake the handoff, play action. Riley needs to get rid of it. Throws one up in the air. It's in and out of the hands of Rameau. And it is a turnover on downs as it was off the fingertips of Rameau.
Just barely. You're going to see here, we got a nice look at it off the sideline. Ball is there. Rameau seems to be in position, just couldn't haul it in all the way to completion. The Cougars miss another opportunity there. Doesn't really hurt you from a field position standpoint. But again, we'd love to have that 6 up on the board. Now we'll see how Orange Coast responds. Has shown some flashes here today, Matt.
Here's Vasquez is the quarterback as Orange Coast to work with 9:48. They'll hand off. Not much doing for Osorio that time. So Canyons now 3 of 6 on 3rd down and 0 of 1 on 4th down. Both teams have failed on a 4th down conversion in the ball game. Osorio 6 carries, 27 yards out of the first half and gains a yard in his first carry here of the second half. Pirates with those white uniforms, orange helmets, moving to our left here in the 3rd quarter. Canyons in the black jerseys, gold helmets, gold pants. On the defensive side, trying to pressure here is Vasquez with Osorio in the backfield, wants to throw. Little quick out route, but it was behind his intended target of Marcus Royster. Two Canyons players right around him.
Yeah, quick out, but not quick enough when you have that type of pursuit coming at you. The receiver just didn't have enough time to get out there. It looked a little closer than I thought there on the sub above replay.
Jersey Mike's one of our good sponsors, helping us out every year.
Can't say enough about the partnership with Jersey Mike's, what they mean to our athletic department.
As we go here on 3rd and 9, Orange Coast today, 2 of 7 on 3rd down. Vasquez throws, Royster the catch, he slips a tackle, he's got enough for a first down, he's popped as he's trying to run up the sidelines, as running across was Mylan Walker to knock him out of bounds, but it's enough for an Orange Coast first down.
And that's a nice job there, Matt. You see him kind of bring in and then put the hand in the ground. That's one of those combine type drills, the hand on the ground, see how fast you can get turned in the right direction. He did a good job there, took the hit, but popped up excited. Now Orange Coast on the move a little bit again here. Another fresh set of downs.
First and 10 for Orange Coast as Vasquez back to throw, has some pressure, he just throws it off underneath. I'm not sure if that's a fumble or an incomplete pass. Canyon's saying they have the football.
Well, Judah Plett was there all over the quarterback. You're going to see here on the replay, just gets home and kind of slings him around. I think that's the old arm going forward. Didn't get a clear enough look at it there.
I'm surprised it's not grounding. I didn't really see anybody in the area, but maybe there was a back.
Either way, credit to Judah Plett, another one of those guys that plays with a big-time motor, always after the ball. We've called his name a couple times here today. On the edge in that up position.
Call it a hurry for Judah Plett, would be his second hurry in as many games. Vasquez to throw, dumps underneath to a slanting receiver in Julian Frechette. He's got about 5 yards, maybe 6, out to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, got whatever he was going to get, and then Mylan Walker just comes up. You see here trying to go for the rip right to the ball. That's what they teach. But a nice job maintaining the tackle and taking them all the way down to the turf.
So it'll be 3rd and 4, 3rd and manageable for Orange Coast. Picked up their last 3rd down. Trying to make it a second 3rd down pickup here on this drive and keep the drive going. 7:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Vasquez in the shotgun. Osorio to his right. They give to Osorio right up the middle. He lost the football, and it's recovered by Canyons. Judah Plett and Mylan Walker both bouncing on it.
Bled on the recovery. He was trying to see who got it. I think that might have been Bled. Number 6 coming in. And just got his arms right around the ball. And that's a nice job. We talk about we love to root for him, and that's reasons like that. Out of Memphis, Tennessee. I know he's got some friends and family watching back home. That's a tremendous play for this defense. And to give your side a big boost in Pirate territory. Now another opportunity to add points to the board.
Canyon's leading tackler forcing his first fumble of the season. Plett has the recovery. He'll get credit for it. His second fumble recovery of the year. And the Cougars will go back to work on offense in plus territory at the 46-yard line of Orange Coast. As Riley to throw, slings it to Adams on the near side, who's been his main target here early on in this 3rd quarter. And he's got about 9 yards. I think they're going to mark him a yard short as he needed to get to the 36. There is a flag at the line of scrimmage just behind it here.
We'll see what that flag equates to. It was certainly behind the play. And yeah, it's a hold. It was in that area.
So we'll replay first down. Canyons will back themselves up, so they'll go 1st and 20, all the way back to their own 44-yard line. So a positive play turns into a negative play on the offensive penalty on the offensive line. For Canyon's Jamar Adams today, 3 receptions, 81 yards, and a touchdown. Would have put him up near 100 yards on the game on that last play. Instead, we'll have to reset and do it again. Paul Camden coming out of the game. Canyon's getting the play in. They have 6 seconds on the play clock. They need to rush to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to be forced to take their second timeout here in this third quarter. With 7:09 to go, just taking too long to get to the line of scrimmage again, Jesse.
Yeah, and you kind of have to there. I mean, you talk about you take the penalty, you're already looking at 1st and 20. You hate to burn a second time out, especially in this tight of a game. You never know how those are going to be needed down the stretch. But really no other choice. You don't want to be looking at a 1st and 25 and really set yourself up to try and make that comeback. So again, I guess better said, just everyone get on the same page and not have to rush. When you rush, that's typically when mistakes can and do happen.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take the timeouts with you at the end of the day, but right now it's only a 6-point game, so those do become important as the game continues on, and now you only have 1 left.
So you can't take them with you, but you'd certainly like to take them into the 4th quarter. So we'll see how that one shakes out. That being said, you get a 1st down here, the timeout makes perfect sense.
So we'll go here on 1st and 20 from their own 44-yard line. Need to get out to the Orange Coast 36 for a 1st down. Now we're going to take 25 seconds off the clock. And we'll go to 6:45 to go here in the third quarter. 1st and 20 for Canyons. Riley to throw, escapes pressure from behind. Now he's got to run. Boy, he did a good job just to get to the 45-yard line as he was nearly wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage for a sack.
Yeah, he had a Pirate defender there around his ankles and just kind of high-stepped out of that. Tried to get in behind those big linemen, see what he could do. But now you're still looking at a long 2nd down.
Here we go on 2nd down and 19. Riley to throw. Looking down the middle of the field. It's dropped. Had Mims.
Riley's pass intended for Mims.
Yeah, and Riley took another shot from his blind side there.
Bring up 3rd 19 for the Cougars.
Mims just not able to bring that one all the way in. If you're Orange Coast, this is how this drive's going exactly how you wanted. You're forcing into long down type situations. If you can get off the field here, you're feeling pretty good about things.
As here we go. They bring in a new quarterback this time in Brandon Ludeker. And he runs it out across midfield to the 46-yard line of Orange Coast. And it'll bring up 4th down, and we'll call it 10 here. And there is a Pirate down on the field.
Interesting with the quarterback change there, Matt, but I think they had already made up their mind they're running the ball. They weren't going to try and get for it. You talk about Riley took a couple shots on that drive, won the snap before. Probably better to just get him out of the game and see what Ludeker could do with it. I'll take a break here as the Orange Coast defender now getting to his feet.
So it looks like the Pirate defender that was hurt is going to get off the field here on his own power. It looked like it was Samuel Griffin that was down. I think we're trying to... We had a bee in the booth. All of a sudden, everybody in the booth to our left jumped up. Jasmine Hall and the Moskals over there, everybody freaking out. Tony said it was a pterodactyl, so anyway, we'll punt it away here. Good punt that time from Strike. Fair catch called for at the 10-yard line of Orange Coast by Barbietto, excuse me. That's where the Pirates will take over at their own 11-yard line. So good punt from William Strike inside the 20 again.
Pirates, nice job defensively there. See if they can flip things to the other side of the ball. Continue to hang in this game, Matt. And for a team still looking for its first win to come in and put this type of performance for the better part of 3 quarters, you feel like already a moral victory. Those don't count in the record books. And so I'd expect them to continue to push things here.
Easily their best game of the season so far this deep in the ball game, trailing by just 6 with 5:28 to go in the third quarter. Vasquez with Neapolitan Sessions in the backfield will hand off to him, and he's got a huge hole across the 20 and then brought down at the 25-yard line on a tackle by Ascari Tojala. Got him kind of in the knees from behind, but it's enough for a first down.
Yeah, big run, had a big-time lead block in front of him. See number 61 kind of leading the way. Takes an awkward hit there just by virtue of where his body positioning was, trying to get to the sideline and upfield.
So here we go on 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line for Orange Coast. Pirates offensive line calling out their protections right now. Vasquez with Neapolitan Session to his right, wants to throw here on first down. Tried to just throw a little screen and was batted out of the air. Adante Medley will get credit for the breakup.
Yeah, Medley seemingly always in the area. Big number 99. Gets that big old paw up there and just bats it down. And that'll work.
Third breakup of the season. Actually, I think the fourth. I think he's already had one here today, has Medley.
He does a lot of positive things on that defensive front. Rarely comes out. And certainly a guy that's going to get some attention for that next level.
So here we go on 2nd down and 10 from the 27-yard line for Orange Coast. Vasquez to throw. Hits his man who was falling down in Marcus Royster. Royster having a nice game today.
Yeah, falling down and still kind of had to reach back for it. Nice concentration just bringing that in. Not an easy catch to make when you talk about where your body position and momentum are leading you. A big 3rd down. Cougars trying to get off the field here.
Royster 3 receptions, 28 yards in the ball game before that last one. They haven't ticked it up ahead. But we'll go 3rd and 4 here for Orange Coast from their own 33. Pressure on Vasquez. He throws. Just throws one up in the air. Nearly had a completion. A diving attempt from Noah Kaapana. But it's just incomplete.
Yeah, you're just going to see here coming almost right up in the face. Gets his hand up, gets his whole body in the way. Kind of disrupted that whole sequence there for the Pirates.
And so it'll bring up 4th down and 4. Orange Coast will punt it away as Samoski will just have his second punt of the ball game, third punt, excuse me, of the ball game. 2 punts for 95 yards so far. He's had one inside the 20 and one punt of 50-plus yards, and actually had a turnover on their last one, but this time Mylan Walker handles it a lot better, turns it back up, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line. Because maybe lucky not a horse collar tackle, is making the tackle that time was Troy Atkins.
Yep, thought the same thing. That's a nice job by Walker making something out of that. Setting up the Cougars with good field position. Begin this drive with just under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Ball spotted at the 41 here to start. It's a low-scoring affair. Neither team in this second half. It was kind of the same as the first quarter, where nobody could really get anything going offensively. Both teams controlling the ball. It's limited possessions so far here, Jesse, for both sides. The Indians will go 1st and 10. They go back to that pistol set with Rameau behind Riley. Camden in it as a blocker. Riley able to bounce it outside the number. Still on his feet across midfield. And he's knocked out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. They're actually going to spot him earlier. They're going to say it's at the 49. He wasn't just quite able to tiptoe, but he's got enough for a first down.
You're going to see Rameau here just kind of bounce it out, get up to the sidelines, always running hard as he does. So that's a nice positive gain there. Matt, back to your point, low scoring, kind of how things shook out last week at East LA College. Just 2 touchdowns in the game for the Cougars, won that one 14-10. So a similar type of scenario here. And I guess that bodes well in terms of Cougars showing the ability to win a close game, a close low-scoring game, but still a long way to go.
As we go here on 1st and 10 from the plus 49. Play action, Riley needs to get rid of it. He's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Sacked by Michael Lozano. His his second sack of the season, and just the 6th sack of the year for Orange Coast.
Yeah, you're going to see they're doing a nice job finding an opening there on that side of the line. That's a couple times Riley has either taken a hit or been hurried from that gap. It's something the Cougars will have to tighten up there as this thing progresses. You know, the loss of yardage is one thing. You do not want your quarterback out there taking repeated hits like that. We saw he came out for a play on the last series.
It'll be 3rd down and 19 now. So they'll give nothing for Rameau. It's actually 2nd down and 19, excuse me. The clock says 3rd, but the tally on the far side says 2nd. So now we'll go 3rd down. It'll be a 3rd down at about 18.
This defensive unit for the Pirates really just playing with a quick first step, Matt. I feel like they're beating the offensive linemen to the gap, able to get upfield, disrupt things. That's really been the difference here the last couple of drives.
This is their best defensive game of the season as well. You look for Orange Coast. They've given up 40 or more points in 6 of 7 games. They've given up 30 or more points in every game, and are an offense that allows over 500 yards, or defense that allows over 500 yards of offense per game, 583 to be exact. But today, have kept Canyons to just 13 points with 1:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And a nice play call here, Matt. You don't get it all, but we talked about that quick first step of the Pirates defense. Where you call a play, force them to adjust, kind of take advantage of that quick first step, get them out of position. Like I said, not enough, but a good chunk leading into this punt here.
So now you'll have Strike in to work once again. Standing back at about his own 15-yard line for Orange Coast. Canyon's going to be able to down it at the half-yard line here. Nicely done from Strike.
I feel like Strike had to go down and get that one off the turf. A beautiful play. Nice job by this special teams unit to down it on the 1. That's going to cause problems for anybody.
Just trying to see who the punt returner was. I think it might have been Meggs, and he let it go. It doesn't matter. It's a 99-yard field here for Orange Coast with 48 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And now if you're Canyons defensively, this is the first time really today you've been able to maybe pin your ears back.
Exactly. I was going to say, watch what Coach Corbett dials up here, because you've really got an opportunity. You're playing with some guys that have shown the ability to get upfield and after the quarterback. Would not be surprised to see a Judah Plett, some sort of stunt off the edge. Pirates got a tough scenario right here when you're lining up in your end zone.
Vasquez with Osorio to his right this time. On 1st down, he wants to throw, and it's incomplete, knocked out, as the pass was intended for Chancellor and knocked out by, I think it was Brandon Bryant on that far side.
Take a look at the replay. I'm not sure if it popped out or Bryant. So yeah, somebody got a body on it there, was able to jar that one free. It was a nice job, and same type of situation now for Orange Coast. You either got to get the ball out of your hands quickly or, I don't know, sneak one up the middle, give yourself a little bit of breathing room. But either way, that's a tough assignment.
It was actually Caden McCoy that knocked it out. They'll run here with Osorio. Got a head of steam out to about the 8-yard line. And it'll bring up third down and manageable here for Orange Coast.
Yeah, that's a good run, Matt, in terms of just hitting the hole and getting as far upfield as he can. Give him those 6-7 yards. That makes all the difference here on a big-time third down in this final sequence of the third quarter here.
It's been tough sledding for Osorio. 9 carries, under 50 yards in the ball game. 8 for 33 before that last run. And it looks like the Pirates are just going to take this to the fourth quarter as they'll walk off the field, trailing by 6. Canyons with a 13-7 lead. We'll take the break with them as well here from Cougar Stadium.
Cougar Stadium field will not be available to fans and spectators following today's game. Please make plans to meet your player in another location.
Hey, everybody! Back at Swingers in town.
Got $1 quarter with you, swearing a clown.
Now don't let nobody play us cheap.
I got 50 cents more than I'm gonna keep. Let the good times roll.
Oh, you gotta let the good times roll. Come on now.
Call it love, 'cause Mackey's back in town.
Look out on Mackey's, a fat cat swinger, baby.
Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Reverse. Reverse. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Reverse, reverse. Reverse, reverse. Shot, shot now, y'all. Shot, shot again. Shot, shot now, y'all. Shot, shot again. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 ups, 2 ups. 2 ups, 2 ups. Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go. Charlie Brown. Hop it out now. Slide to the right. Slide to the left. Take it back now, y'all. Shot, shot now, y'all.
Come back into Cougar Stadium. We'll have a third down and 3 from the 8-yard line of Orange Coast as the Pirates try to get themselves out of dangerous territory here.
Deep in their own territory. Defense needs to make a stand.
So a spot for the Canyons defense to get off the field potentially. As Vasquez with Osorio in the backfield near him. He'll take the snap, wanting to throw. Quickly swings it out to the tight end, and it's enough for a first down as Joseph Flanagan there once again, his third reception. Just a little quick 5-yard route, Jesse.
Yeah, able to get his 5 yards and settle down. And then you're going to see 23, Caden McCoy right there to meet him. So it's a nice job just knowing what you need to get and getting it for this Pirates offense. You talk about Matt started on the 1-yard line, took them some effort to get that first down, but now they're back in business with some breathing room.
Yeah, they go to work from their own 13-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give Osorio big hole, but it closes up at the last second as Torrey Cabral was there to bring him down.
Yeah, I think his eyes got big on that one because he shot out pretty quickly. The Cougars, nice job just kind of collapsing things on him. Still a healthy gain there on 1st down, but probably not what he was expecting when he took the ball.
Yeah, Cabral, 16 tackles coming into the game today. I think that's the first time we've called his name here today. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Orange Coast. They'll give again Osorio, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage that time. Matthew Cordova bringing him down for no gain.
Yeah, you're going to see Cordova here down in his stance.
That brings up another
Sheds the blocker and is just right there to meet him. That's a nice job. One of the first times we've called him this afternoon.
Just his 4th tackle of the season, Jesse, but a big one right there. It'll set up a 3rd down and long here for Orange Coast.
And we talked about it, Matt. Guys at this point of the year have earned their opportunities getting out there, having a chance to flash on film.
Vasquez on 3rd and 6, wants to throw. Again, little 5-yard route. And it's going to be just enough for an Orange Coast first down as Grady Chancellor with the reception.
Orange Coast, again, Matt, doing a nice job just knowing what they need, running that route exactly to the sticks, and able to convert. Cougars right there with them, but I mean, hey, when it's that close, it's tough to prevent those types of gains.
Jeremiah Taylor with the tackle that time. First time we've called him today. And so the Pirates move the chains. They go 1st and 10 from their own 23. Got 10 yards on 3 plays. You do that the whole way down the field, you'll score a touchdown. Trying to continue here as they nearly throw an interception in and out of the hands of Cabral once again in coverage.
Almost intercepted by the Cougars.
Yeah, you're going to see right here, just a simple pass right over the middle. Looked like he had a guy. Didn't see the 2 Cougar defenders there to break it up. And that would have been a big-time swing, able to haul that in for a turnover.
See the frustration from Cabral that time after the play, pounding his hands on the turf here at Cougar Stadium. We'll go 2nd down and 10 for Orange Coast. Vasquez clapping his hands together. Now he'll take the snap at his knees, wanting to throw. Dumped it off over the middle, but it was knocked away, and I believe Matthew Cordova got a big paw in the way that time.
Yeah, Cordova really starting to emerge here on this series. That's 2 big-time plays for this defense. See on the replay, just fight, 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 and then get your arm up in those passing lanes. Sometimes that's all it takes. Good things typically happen when a defender gets their hand on the ball. Hand, finger, arm, whatever.
So we'll go here on 3rd and 10 for Orange Coast. Pirates 5 of 12 on 3rd down through the game so far. Vasquez takes the snap, 3-step drop, slings it out underneath, and it's incomplete. Tried a little sidearm pass, and Neapoli Session wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, I don't think I was ready for it. Just kind of did what he had to do, had Cougars in pursuit, but not enough there. Well, the ball got there, but just wasn't able to put it all together. And so a long drive in terms of clock time, but not much yardage.
20 yards for Orange Coast there. Should call it 22 yards. As this is a bouncing snap. Good job from Samoski to pick it up. It's a good punt that Walker has to make a fair catch running backwards. The last time Walker did that, he muffed it, and it came up with an Orange Coast takeaway. This time he handles it much better. Canyons will take over at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, it's a tough job. Nice job seeing it through. Again, Matt, you talk about those low snaps, what that alters for the punter. Well, what does it alter for the return teams? A lot of times those aren't coming out cleanly. You're not getting a clear overheading arch look under it. And so good job just being able to haul that in, protect things, give the Cougars another possession here.
It almost seems like Samoski better when the ball bounces at him. That's the 3rd time today we've
seen
him kind of have to do that running
yeah, and if not better, at least accustomed to it.
Rugby-style kick. Canyons will run here on 1st down. It's a Camden carry as he tries to get the edge. Did a little bit, and he picks up maybe a half a yard. They spot him at the 32, actually give him 2 yards.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort there.
This one coming right at Antonio.
Yeah, use the straight arm, trying to get our cameraman. That's one for the highlight reel. We saw him there on the back end making a brief cameo. But that's sometimes how you get the best shots. You just hang in there as long as you can.
2nd down and 8 here from the 32-yard line. Antonio Curiel down on the sidelines doing a great job. Ellie Medina, our director, here in the booth with us today. Gigi Monteforti bringing the scoreboard to you. Helping with our stats is not much for Camden this time. He gets to the 35 they'll give him, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Of course, Tony Moskal, our PA. Tim Dugan, the scoreboard operator. Jasmine Hall, our statistician, and Brendan Moskal, our spotter, here in the booth today.
Got a great crew, always up here in the press box with us. Thankful for their service, the ability to be here with us Saturday afternoons at Cougar Stadium.
3rd and 5 here from the 35. Canyons trying for a 1st down. Riley to throw. Quick pass. Adams makes the catch right at the 39. He'll be a half-yard short, lost his lid, so will have to come off the field.
Yeah, just a healthy little pop here. You're going to see helmet goes flying. Credit to him seeing that through. I think one of those ones, maybe just the chin strap not as tight as it could have been. Wasn't that jarring of a hit. Nevertheless, going to have to come out here.
Canyon's just going to have to play field position and let their defense do the work. As Williams Strike will have to punt. Canyons needs to hurry here. They took too long to get the punt unit out again, and they're going to be hit with a delay of game penalty. Usually you get a beat when it gets to 0, but that beat was a little bit too long that time.
Yeah, it's a tough one, Matt, especially, okay, you talk about you made the decision to play field position, and then you lose the 5 yards. And as things tick down here, 10 minutes and change here, little things like that, 5-yard penalties and clock, all are going to start to become a bigger factor.
So Strike to kick it away. This one a good wobbling kick. Fair catch called for and muffed, but landing right back on it for Orange Coast was Josiah Meggs, excuse me.
Really fortunate for the Pirates because the Cougars had bodies everywhere flying towards that ball and then pouncing on it once it was on the turf. And that could have been a real game changer, Matt.
Unfortunately for Canyons and very fortunately for Orange Coast, they're able to recover it, and they'll take over at their own 23-yard line. So you put yourself right back where you were after you get the stop defensively. Vasquez will stay as the quarterback. Dorian Webster in there to his left. 2 receivers split out to each side for the Pirates. Vasquez will take the snap. A free play for Orange Coast. Pass caught over the middle by Nicholas Cervantes, and then he's drugged down. And it's a 7-yard pickup on the play.
Was there a flag on that?
Yeah, there was an offside flag. Because I didn't hear a whistle before the play.
Chris was talking about it a little bit more for it to be just a simple offside. Microphone looks like it went out.
It was an offside play on the Pirates. Lined up in the, I guess, Pirates lined up in the neutral zone, which normally that kills the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. If they missed it.
I don't think I've ever seen an offside that doesn't kill, like on the offense, that doesn't kill the play before it starts. So 7-yard gain is a 5-yard loss, and we go 1st and 15 for Orange Coast, all the way back to their own 18-yard line. Inside 9:55 to go here in the 4th quarter. Canyons holding a 6-point lead at 13-6. It has been a tight ball game once again. 1st and 10 or 1st and 15 for Orange Coast. Vasquez waiting, wants to throw, quickly slings it out to the near side. Pass complete to Zane Prater. He gets back to the 23, now to the 24-yard line, bring up 2nd down and 9.
Again, Matt, just a quick out. Cougars there, but Orange Coast seems content to take those short dinks and dunks and try and see what they can do. If nothing else, they're maintaining possession. We saw that last series. Not a whole lot of offense, but we're able to hold the ball for quite some time.
Here we go. They try and run. Not much doing that time for Webster as a strength of Canyons players in the backfield.
I think led by Judah Plett. You're going to see right here.
Judah Plett
on the
Charles
replay,
Milner.
as he's been all day. Just right unabated, just right into the backfield, waiting for his friends to join him at the party.
Plett gets credit for the initial stop. Walker coming in, or excuse me, Milner coming in secondary to lay another hit. And there was a third man on that far side that I couldn't pick up a number for. But it brings up a 3rd and long here for Orange Coast. They need to get 11. They're spotted at their own 22. They need to get to their own 33. Vasquez with Webster in the backfield wanting to throw. Little screen that was deflected in the air, and Adante Medley again gets a hand in.
Familiar names. You talk about Plett was out there on the outside again. See if we catch it on the replay. Plett almost gets shoved into the quarterback, and then Medley.
Three Canyons
Three
players.
guys jumping, looked like they were rebounding out there, all going for it. And so that'll work.
So to bring up 4th down and 11, Orange Coast forced to punt again. As Helen Samowski punting that rugby-style kick. This one will bounce and take a Canyons bounce at the 45-yard line all the way back to the 49.
Down at the 49-yard line where the Cougars will take over 1st and 10. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, access to the field will not be available to fans and spectators following the game. Please make plans to meet your player in another location away from the Cougar Stadium playing surface. We thank you now and in advance for your understanding and cooperation.
So Canyons will take over at their own 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 8:05 to go here. They lead by 6. You'd love a good 6-minute offensive drive that ends in pay dirt to try and put this game away. Giselle Riley, the quarterback, has Ramon next to him. Will keep it himself on an option run. He's got room to go across the 30, inside the 20, to the 10, trying for the corner. Runs the man over for a touchdown. Giselle Riley, and then he gets flagged for celebration afterward. But it's a touchdown for Canyons of 51 yards for Giselle Riley, the 4th.
Well, the play call was there, Matt. The burst was there. The touchdown run. I think the only thing he gets flagged on is the kind of, not even the celebration, it's the looking down on the player. And you can understand the excitement, especially when you talk about the collision there into the end zone. So they'll deal with the flag, but you get the points almost right on cue after you called for it. Not the
six-minute drive.
Not the 6-minute drive that you maybe would have wanted. But that'll work all the same as you get points on the board. And Riley really having a big-time game today, Matt. When you talk about responsible for the 3 scoring plays.
Extra point is up and good, so make it 20-7 in favor of Canyons for Riley. 7 carries, 61 yards, a 51-yard touchdown run. And the Cougars now have their largest lead of the ball game at 13 points. It doesn't take much time off the clock. Just about 12 seconds, and it leaves us at 7:55 and a big Giselle Riley touchdown.
But you find yourself in a much more comfortable situation here with a little bit of breathing room. Defense has been playing well throughout. And again, that last sequence, so, you take those points, you go up by 2 scores, and then you put your defense back to work to kind of close this one out. And again, Riley, can't say enough about the way he stepped up today. A couple nice balls through the air, big time, powerful run there at the end. And that's exactly what the Cougars need, trying to build some momentum to close out the season like we talked about, conference win last week. You come back, and if you can hold on to this one, and you got 3 weeks to go, and you're kind of feeling good about yourself.
2 weeks to go.
2 weeks to go, and you're feeling good about yourself.
You've got Orange Coast next week, so you've got to get anything you can going offensively before you take on Orange Coast.
Golden West.
Golden West, excuse me, Orange Coast right now. As the Pirates take this one off the kickoff that was moved back for Canyons, and Orange Coast will get great field position out to the 44-yard line. That's where they'll start. Yeah, you've got Golden West next week on the road for Canyons. They're the number 2 team in the state right now. And then you've got a finale against Bakersfield here at home. Remember, we talked about it in the pregame. You're still mathematically in line for first place, but you need to beat Orange Coast. You need to beat Bakersfield. You need to beat Golden West. and you need help from Golden West, Cerritos, and Fullerton, as you need them to beat up on each other and lose 2 of the last 3.
Well, at the same time, let's back up. You have to close this one out.
Yeah.
There's still just under 8
That's what I
minutes
said.
to go.
Yeah, you got to win all 3.
And if Orange Coast is able to do something here, you're right back in the same situation you were a few moments ago.
Yes, here we go on 1st and 10 for Orange Coast. Vasquez to throw. Little swing pass. Finds Osorio. He's met before he can get any yards after the catch. As coming up was Raymond Blue to make the tackle. It's a 6-yard carry out to the, or pickup, excuse me, out to the 50-yard line. Second down.
You know, really imperative, Matt, you don't get too excited. You don't get carried away. There's no let up from this Cougars defense. Not that I would expect any such a thing. But saying and executing are 2 different things, and that's what it's all about going to be in these last 7 minutes.
It's usually where that Canyons defense comes up big. We've already seen 1 takeaway today for them. So here's Vasquez to throw right over the middle. Too hot to handle that time, as it was intended for a Kapana, but he could not get there.
Oh, he wants that one back because there was some space there. At least you figure pick up the sticks, get a first down. Just a little hot out of the hand. But yeah, he catches that on the run and is able to get to the sideline. That could have been at least a first down play.
Brings up 3rd and 4 here for Orange Coast. So Canyons has done a good job keeping Orange Coast in 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 throughout the day. Pirates 5 of 14 on 3rd down, as they're right at the midfield stripe. Vasquez low snap, throws right over the middle. Nice little screen play, well designed by the Pirates. Well out for a first down across the 40 to the 39-yard line as they get it into the hands of Neapoli Session for a first down.
Orange Coast working quickly here, having some positive play calls. And again, they tighten this thing up with a touchdown. Cougars are going to be right back in the same scenario they were a bit ago, looking to extend things or at the very least hold on.
Well, we saw that the first half. Canyons went down, scored on a big play. Orange Coast came right back after that first touchdown and put one on the board themselves. They go to work here from the Canyons 39-yard line. Vasquez to throw. Another little swing pass out to Neapoli Sessions, and then he dives through a couple of tacklers and gets 8 yards on the play down to the 31-yard line.
And again, continue to find openings. And you look back, Matt, this Orange Coast team, at least today, is not the appearance of an 0-7 squad.
Yeah, 259 total yards today for Orange Coast, 161 through the air. They've got enough for another first down here. For the Pirates, 22 of 37 in the passing game. One of their better performances of the season as they've really struggled through the air. They've been held under 300 yards in every game this season through the air. Their best game, 247 against Mount San Jacinto back in September. They pick up another quick yard. It's been those quick out
Yeah,
routes.
the quick outs, and now, you've seen it this last sequence, the hurry up now, playing with a renewed sense of urgency here as the situation has dictated.
Vasquez throwing again, swings it off underneath. Neapoli Session is brought down by a couple of tacklers. Initially, it was Diego Ulich on the first contact, then Adam Gukins came in and finished him off.
And you're going to see just lined up and ready to go. It's almost like they're playing kind of a 2 option on the outside. If you don't get the back out or the one in the flats, you look immediately to the middle, and it's either been one or the other the last couple of plays.
4:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Canyons leading by 13 points, and there's a flag on Orange Coast. They hurt themselves on a false start.
That's a tough break, especially as you're on 3rd and short. Picking up some positive pace and momentum. That's when where you hit yourself in the helmet and want a do-over.
So you back up to the 20-yard line. You go 3rd and 7. It was 3rd and 3. It's a big 3rd down again for the Canyons defense, trying to find a way to get off the field. Orange Coast needing points. Clock ticking at 4:30. So running out of time. This has been a long drive for the Pirates in terms of time off the clock. Vasquez throwing, has a touchdown into the end zone. Zane Prater wide open. And Orange Coast back within 7.
Again, just really like that side of the field. I think the quarterback's making his read on that one instead of the curl or the flat. You're going straight with the seam to the end zone, able to hit him there. And so don't go anywhere, folks. We got a ball game. PAT upcoming. And Canyons is going to have his work cut out for him in the last 4 minutes and change.
Get you back to a 6-point game here. They muff the snap. Now they're going to have to go, and it's an incomplete pass and then a flag on a Dante Medley. And that's going to give Orange Coast another opportunity here on the extra point.
Bad snap, incomplete pass, flag on the play.
Yeah, Medley just doing what he does, getting upfield, trying to make an impact play.
Well, and had it not been the kicker?
Yeah, I think that's what I was going to say.
So they're going to say it's a dead ball foul or it's during the play? Let's see.
After play.
It is a dead ball foul, so it'll go on the kickoff.
Number 99. That penalty enforced to the kickoff.
So a break for Canyons. I think anybody but the kicker and Adante Medley, it wasn't really an egregious shove, just kind of finishing the play, and the kicker in Samoski goes flying, which, I mean, you got Medley who's 6'3", 280 and flies like the wind out there, and you've got Samoski at 5'10", 165.
Coach Corbett talking to him right now, just, making sure he understands the situation and why you can't do that. Again, this is a guy that plays with a lot of energy, a lot of spirit out there. I don't think the intent was malicious. You see your guys going the other way. You're trying to make a block. You're trying to do something. So we'll see how that shakes out here.
What this does do is now Orange Coast from the 50-yard line. You have to be thinking of a potential onside kick if you're Canyons here defensively, right?
Changes a lot of things here.
It looks like Samoski lined up to just kick it out of the back of the end zone, but the Canyons have to be ready here. And he is just going to kick a line drive right out of the back of the end zone. So Canyons will take it at their own 25-yard line. I thought for sure maybe that's a perfect spot because that's almost the best spot for an onside kick. You put it at least the 39-yard line at the very least. Instead of line drive kick that went all the way back into the track equipment.
Well, now you really force the issue with Canyons. Are they able to run out this clock, get enough first downs to end this thing? Orange Coast with 3 timeouts left.
You got to figure 4:22. Orange Coast can stop the clock 3 times and the 2-minute timeout. You're pretty much needing a drive all the way down the field for points for Canyons.
Yeah. Well, Central, either control the clock or score quickly and extend things because this is still a 1-touchdown game.
As we'll go to work with Rameau here on first down. We'll call it a 3-yard pickup as he's out to the 27-yard line, 28-yard line, excuse me. Make it 2nd down and 7. Just trying to follow the big bodies up front, working to the right side of the line that time. And we'll get a stoppage as one of the Pirates down on the field. Looks like Devin Kana is down. Kind of got rolled up on maybe underneath. So 4:02, you take 20 seconds off the clock. Again, another, talked about needing a 6-minute drive on the last touchdown drive for Canyons that came on 1 play. Now you need a 4-minute drive that at least puts 3 on the board to make it a 2-possession game. So we go here on 2nd and 7 for College of the Canyons. Rameau with Riley, Ramo to the left of Riley. Camden in that fullback spot as he's been for most of the game. Canyon's taking their time. They'll pitch to Ramo. He'll try the near side. Couldn't get outside the numbers. Was brought down by Jaden Neomonta. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Canyon's just trying to kill this clock, get upfield. Pirates have been with them at least the last 2 snaps. So that's going to bring up a big-time 3rd down here, Matt. We've said it a couple times this game. Never more true than now. Canyons really need to convert here.
So you'll snap it inside of 2 minutes and 50 seconds here for College of the Canyons. At best, you'll take it down to the 2-minute timeout. A 1st down makes Orange Coast have to start to use some timeouts themselves. It's a false start on the entire offensive line for a slow snap from the center. So it's going to go against everybody on the offensive line, but it's really on Dustin Disney that time.
And again, not what you need at all in terms of stopping the clock, backing yourselves up, and continuing to give the Pirates life and hope.
So now you go 3rd and 13 as you back yourself up 10 yards. And you stop the clock on top of that for a moment. The one good thing is it will run the clock back into motion and you'll be able to take it down right to the 2-minute timeout on this play. So it actually, even though it hurts you, backs you up, it helps you in terms of the clock management at this point in time as they restart the clock on the play. 4 seconds to go on the play clock. They're going to throw here with Riley. Adams, a great one-handed catch at the 40-yard line for a 1st down. Had a man draped all over him and hauls it in.
Couldn't contain myself on the call there, Matt. Sorry, I had to let that one out. But look at this catch. One hand hauls it in. And that's the one, Matt, I think that you circle here in terms of maybe a game-breaking type of play.
And it'll take you right to the 2-minute timeout. You flip the field down to the Orange Coast 37-yard line. Now the Pirates will have to use timeouts on this next set of drive. Even if they get a stop 3 and out, you're not leaving yourself much time if you don't start using timeouts. There's a huge play to Jamar Adams.
Tremendous catch. Coverage was right there with him. I'm surprised he even got eyes on the ball, but got his hand out there and was able to curl it around the ball and haul it in.
For Adams today, 5 receptions for 125 yards and a touchdown. That is above all he's had on the season, which was 3 for 58.
We talked about who's going to break out, and I think right now it's safe to say it was number 88, Jamar Adams. I can see the photography crew down there comparing shots to see who got that one-handed grab, because you can bet that's going to be featured if someone did get it. But my gosh.
That was a huge play here late. Riley, 11 of 20 for 233 yards. This is his best passing performance of the season. Before that, it was week 5 against Cerritos, 148 yards. Week 3 against Riverside, 136 yards. But he was only 8 for 32 and 10 for 25 in that game. So most completions of the season with 11, or second most completions of the season, with 11. He had 162 yards against Fullerton in week 6, so that was actually his best game before today. As we go on 1st down, right at 2 minutes, they'll give to Ramo. He slips a tackle and does a good job just not to lose 6 yards on the play. Orange Coast will, as we expect, take a timeout here as the ball back to the 38. Actually, they'll spot it at the 40-yard line for Canyons. You take 7 seconds off the clock.
I think here, Matt, ball protection key. You can't let one squirt out onto the turf. You let things get away from you. Take away all that's been accomplished, especially with that big-time catch. Played a hard-fought game all the way. Now it's just time to see it through. Put this one in the books.
Looking ahead for Canyons, you've got Golden West next week on the road and then Bakersfield at home. For Orange Coast, you go on the road to Bakersfield next week and then finish against Pasadena City College. That might be the battle for who can get their first win of the season, depending on what happens. Bakersfield next week also, they've been a struggle this year for the Renegades. So the next 2 weeks, Orange Coast definitely winnable games. You may see them in Pasadena City, depending on what happens next week, trying to battle for their first win of the conference season. Canyons trying to get to 3-2, stay in the hunt. Although wins today from any of the other three teams put you out of the hunt for anything at the top of the conference. Here's a run for Rameau. He's got big yardage this time. Out across the 35. Ball is loose. And it's taken away by Orange Coast.
Try and see what happened. That kind of just developed late.
It was just a hat on the ball. Pirates come away with it. That is huge. You don't have to waste a timeout here for Orange Coast. They get the ball with 1:46, trailing by 6. And now a chance to, or trailing, by 7, a chance to tie the game. So that missed extra point for a few moments ago hurts Orange Coast.
Looms large, and like we just said, the one thing you need to do is protect the ball. And Orange Coast comes right out and is able to force the turnover.
So Rameau fumbles for the second time today. This one recovered by Orange Coast. And with 1:46 to go, the Pirates go to work. Vasquez to throw, short pass, caught by the tight end. He's able to break one tackle, fights ahead, and he gets 9 yards. As Flanagan just muscling his way through Canyon's defenders. Clock will stay in motion as he stays in bounds. It'll tick down to 1:30. Orange Coast with 2 timeouts remaining. They'll go 2nd down and 1 in a hurry-up offense. Vasquez will take the snap, wanting to throw. Onto the near side, caught by Chancellor. He'll step out of bounds. Clock will stop with the chains moving. It's a first down. There's a throw on first down. That ball tipped up in the air and nearly intercepted. Canyons couldn't quite come away with it.
Canyons trying to return the favor, get a turnover, and end this thing right here.
Clock will stop at 1:17. Orange Coast will get a chance to take their time into this offensive play. They're at their own 48-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Impali Session the back of the backfield. 2 receivers out to the far side for Orange Coast with a tight end in the ball game to try and help protect. They'll run everybody out. They'll throw over the middle, pass deflected, nearly again intercepted. That time Raymond Blue got a hand on the ball when it nearly would have been picked off probably by Oscari Toijala. So a 3rd down, 4-down territory for Orange Coast. Clock stopped at 1:13. To get 10 yards here, all the way down to the Canyons 42-yard line to at least keep the drive alive on this play. They'll throw to the near side. Chancellor caught, wrapped up by a bunch of Cougars. It's going to force Orange Coast to take a timeout as they get to the 46-yard line. And with 1:05 to go, the clock is stopped. It'll be a 4th down. Really the ball game on the line at this point.
OCC, that's the second charge timeout.
This is what it's going to all come down to here, Matt. Can Orange Coast prolong things here, take another crack at it? They're past midfield. You figure a couple chunks here at least puts you in striking distance. Clock will definitely be an issue. But a big-time turnover to even put themselves in this type of scenario.
Vasquez has had an impressive game, 29 for 46, 220 yards. His 2nd best passing game of the season. His other one came against Mount San Jacinto where he threw for 230 yards and 2 scores. Had 2 touchdown passes as well today. But he'll have a huge 4th down upcoming on a 4th and 6 with the ball game on the line. A stop here by Canyons and you put it in the books. A 1st down with 1:05 to go, and Orange Coast still with a chance to try and tie the game. So 4th and 6 here. 2 receivers out to the near side. Just a 3-receiver set for Orange Coast. Vasquez will take the snap, needing to throw. Pass down the field, complete, and it's an Orange Coast first down. Noah Kaapana with the first down reception down to the 5-yard line. Stopped for a moment as the chains moved. It's back in motion here. Inside of 50 seconds to go. Vasquez to throw. Onto the near side. Dropped. Incomplete by Grady Chancellor.
Yeah, I think just thinking about the sideline a little too soon there. The ball was on the mark.
So 2nd and 10. Ball at the 35. Field goal does you no good from Orange Coast. You need 6 and an extra point at the very least to tie the ball game. Vasquez, as he's been in the shotgun all day. 2 receivers out to the far side of the field this time for Orange Coast. 4-man front for Canyons. Vasquez to throw. Ball deflected up in the air and incomplete. Another chance for Canyons. I think maybe Charles Milner or Jonathan Canale in to get an arm on the quarterback's arm. We're not going to be able to see it on the replay here. So another big 3rd down. Obviously 4-down territory from Orange Coast. This is where the Canyons defense generally comes alive and finds something big. Trying to do it once again. Vasquez takes the snap, looking to his left the whole way, throwing down the field, pass, complete, what a catch that time by Zane Prater. And the Pirates are in striking distance, down at the 4-yard line with 33 seconds to go.
Same thing, Matt, looking towards that left side of the field, a couple options out there, and the quarterback just makes the read and takes the one he wants. And that has been successful throughout this second half.
So now 1st and goal to go from the 4-yard line from Orange Coast. 4 cracks at it to try and get within 1. From 4 yards away, Vasquez gives nothing doing for Neapoli Sessions as a Dante Medley in for the TFL.
That is a big-time play when your team needs it the most. A bit surprising Orange Coast would go to the run there. But I suppose at this point of the field and with a timeout remaining, the whole playbook is open. Maybe try and catch the Cougars off guard there. But not big number 99 who was right there to meet him.
So a loss of yardage that time, all the way back out to the 7-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and goal to go from the 7 as an Dante Medley, huge TFL.
He's had a big game here today and a great season thus far. Now if you're Orange Coast, you got 3 cracks and you need 1, gotta have it play to try and get this ball in the end zone, send it to overtime.
Just the 2nd tackle of the ball game for Dante Medley, but it goes as a TFL nonetheless.
Maybe a 2nd tackle, but he has made an impact.
Well, he's had 3 breakups, I think.
And a couple hurries.
He's been everywhere. Orange Coast, I think you're right with the 1 timeout. That's why they take the run play. They've had success on those counter runs through the middle, but Medley was just pinning his ears back to go to work. So now you got 3 cracks on a 2nd down and goal to go from the 7-yard line. Neapoli Sessions stays as the running back. Vasquez the quarterback. Bunch set near the line of scrimmage for Orange Coast. Canyons offside on the play. So a free play for Orange Coast. A pass into the end zone. A touchdown for Grady Chancellor. And Orange Coast is within 1 with 26 seconds to go. Let's see what the flags on the play are. There are multiple hankies on the play.
Your COC, you hope these are offsetting and you replay the down. They're going to talk about it here on the far side.
So just waiting here. So both penalties on Canyons, a neutral zone infraction and a hold. And Orange Coast, I believe, has the offense on the field and is going to try and go for the win right here.
What's the old rule? You're on the road, you go for 2 and try and get it. All the momentum at their backs right now. And have kind of moved down in fast sequence here. So why not? This is do or die for the Pirates. Cougars got to step up here.
26 seconds on the clock, but this is an extra point try. Orange Coast trying for their first lead of the ball game. Vasquez takes the pass, throws towards the end zone, incomplete. Canyons gets a stop on the 2-point conversion. And so now, the game's still not over at this point. You've got to recover an onside kick if you're Canyons, to try and put the ball game in the books.
Credit to the Pirates, not only punching it in, but a gutsy play call there on the 2-point attempt. Just weren't able to link up there. But like you said, Matt, got to see this thing through to the end. Assuredly an onside kick upcoming. Orange Coast played a tremendous game to this point.
One 2-point conversion away. When it comes back to the missed extra points on both sides.
That's when you got to circle. We talked about it when it happened. You never know how that's going to trickle down.
As here we go, likely onside kick attempt for Orange Coast here. With 26 seconds to go. It's a bouncing ball that's still loose. And it goes out of bounds on the Orange Coast sidelines. They nearly had it. That flag on the far side is for a kickoff out of bounds.
Perfect kick in terms of getting the bounce. It just went a little too far and out of bounds.
Should put the ball game in the books. They're talking about it over there, but let's wait and see here. There's just a long discussion once again.
So it will be Cougar ball at their own 39-yard line. Or maybe not.
Yeah, kick out of bounds on Orange Coast. They're finally going to get the call down onto the side of the field. So that'll move the ball up. Canyons will get to kneel on it one time and take this to the house with a 20-19 win over Orange Coast. They survive a late OCC charge and a touchdown in the final 26 seconds, but able to get a stop on the 2-point conversion. Now they kneel on it one time. The Cougars will get to 3-5 on the season, 3-2 in conference play. They pick up the win over Orange Coast. And they'll take it next week down to Golden West to try and upset the number 2 team in the state in the Golden West Rustlers.
Alger Cannon's nice job seeing that one through. Got a little scare at the end, but no quitting this team. And like you said, Matt, a little bit of momentum with a tough test ahead of them next week. We'll be back to business on Monday.
So that'll do it for us here. For Jesse Munoz, I'm Matt Robinson. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody, for our whole crew here. We'll see you in a couple of weeks for our final home game of the season, the regular season against Bakersfield. Have some webcasts for you next week. I believe we'll be back out at the soccer pitch. We'll have some volleyball in there as well. And basketball season starts up. We'll have our first basketball webcast on Friday with no audio, and Saturday again with the Clash of Canyons. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Go Cougs.